I realise now I am remiss. I should have done a session notes for last session. But, briefly, for Sylphine's sake, last session we picked up in the Van Thamper Manor. I'm really getting ahead of things. Is everybody here?
There are 4 of us besides you.
Yeah, I meant like actually here.
Yeah, I mean, I think Coco mean is everyone like in front of the computer.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, yeah.
I've heard Badger, I've heard Joe, I've heard Sylphine. Kelvin, you here with us?
I am here.
Oh, okay, cool. Cool. Okay. Yeah, so, last session picked up in the Van Thamper Manor after finishing with a helmed horror that had given Sylphine the runaround. Or rather, she had given it the runaround. I can't remember which session you weren't here for. Fucker, was that last week you weren't here for?
Last week, yes. I think I was here for the helmed horror fight.
Yeah.
Where he kept running around chasing after me because I was using heat metal on him.
Yep. Yeah, that one wasn't immune to it.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
And I kept disengaging, bonus action heat metal, disengaging and running away.
And everybody putting themselves between you and it.
Yes.
It's like, you shall not pass. Will. Yeah, so we picked up. First thing people did was head up to the one level of the house that hadn't been explored, which was the kind of tower level, where they found a pair of prisoners in iron cages. One of them was basically a city engineer, civil engineer, working on sewers. She'd been beaten a bit, but overall not treated too badly, barring the fact that she was in a cage. The other one was a tax collector. Out of character, he would have been killed, just once the Duchess had made sure no one would miss him. Don't try and tax the Van Thampers, if you want to live. But you let them both go, had a chat with the house staff, let them all go, had a chat with the stable master, found out he was lame after he tried to give, was it Jin, the runaround? Like pretended run out the window, when in fact his lame leg stopped him doing that. But he allowed you to find a hidden back entrance to the area you're currently in, which is the kind of the Undercroft, a effectively cultist layer underneath the mansion built into the city sewers. Coming down, the first thing you encountered was a large rectangular ritual room with Tark's tapestries that are currently singed. But ritual room occupied by a big demon, a big statue of an angel lady with a sword, and a number of cultists. Fight 1 actually didn't push you guys that hard. I used Sylphine as a temporary health bot and just stood back blasting stuff with Produce Flame because I don't know how to use Shepherd Druid that well.
I mean, I also don't have that many spell slots left, so.
Yeah, I think I ended up using all of the ones you had left on mostly like cure wounds and stuff.
Okay, so I'm all tapped out. Good.
Check your sheet. You might have one.
See.
But from there, the statue had glowing eyes.
I'm all tapped out.
Oh, okay, you're all tapped out. Statue had glowing eyes. There's a bit of a kerfuffle. Some people wanted to break it, some people didn't. In the end, I think it was it Jin or Tark who cut across the chest?
It was me, I think. Yeah.
Jin. Okay. cut across the chest, pissed Tarkov, because back to breaking statues, which hasn't gone so well for people in the past. But this one wasn't cursed. Instead, it was hiding a mace of disruption.
Ooh.
Well, Maul of Disruption, which, despite offers like the option of retconning, the only one who would have used it would be Tark, who was pissed off. So it's still a Maul, and you've given it to the NPC.
To Rhea.
Yeah.
Okay.
Only two-handed user. At that point, I realized that I hadn't rewritten this encounter since the party makeup had changed. Whoops. But, yeah, from there was a door north and eventually discovered a hidden door south. You took the hidden door, found the Duchess and her personal bodyguard. That fight was, I'd personally say it was probably quite easy.
Who did we fight?
You guys,
Sorry, I didn't catch
the Duchess.
The Duchess.
This woman.
Ew.
She went down pretty easily. However, this was like fireballs left, right, and center. Thalmora was throwing fireballs, her bodyguard was throwing fireballs. When her bodyguard was reduced to like 5 health, she decided to self-immolate with a fireball.
Well, go out with a bang.
Yeah, destroy the evidence. Break an altar open, and I believe Soares is currently carrying the Codex of the Fall, a heavy, kind of like black, stone leather bound volume.
Indeed.
Kind of the writings of a, what do you call it? Kind of a fanatical Zarielite and Hellrider.
Uh-huh.
From that, headed through another secret. Sorry, go ahead.
Just says,
No, just said devil.
Yeah. From there, headed south through another hidden door into the sewers proper. Came face to face with like incense mixed with sewer smells. Incense to kill the smells of the sewer. Mostly worked. Everything's lit by like hanging greenish lanterns. Group was starting to go like westward. You're right, the map's left, but then fortunate, unfortunate, somebody saw an NPC clipping through a wall to the east. So they decided to investigate the jails first.
Okay.
They encountered a noblewoman. Isn't she just the cutest?
Noble woman.
Yeah. Who proclaimed herself to be a member of the Order of the Shield and was here kidnapped. And a not so noble, but like manageable. It kind of comes over as a bit of an investigator, like agent kind of gig. Not exactly a spy or something like that, but like, yeah, an informant or something for Laster Fisk.
Okay.
Through talking, I believe it was mentioned by Fisk that with your puzzle box, there is a woman in Candlekeep who may be able to open it.
Puzzle box?
Yes. The puzzle box you picked up from Thirstwell van Thamper.
Oh, that one, okay.
Oh.
Fisk was also, I think, in Mass Effect. Fisk. Or Fist, something like that, anyway.
But as this was wrapping up, it was mentioned that a certain individual was in the dungeon. A man called what's his name?
I
High
forgot
Lord.
the High Overseer of Elderworld.
Yeah, Thavius Krieg, the High Overseer of Elturel.
Yeah, Fabius Creek. Yes.
Who turned out to be something other than he claimed. As the party went to go and meet him, kill him, free him, whatever, kind of jury was out till you met him. The man himself looked like this. Elderly priest with an amulet of Torm.
Mm.
Turned out, however, he had his shadow was that of a pudgy little devil.
Ah.
And all of his clerical powers had been stripped from him. He was no longer a priest, but rather more of a warlock, a servant of the Nine Hells. Probably the most thematic kill. I think Rare one-shot him.
Yes.
Legitimate, like, run up, Maul of Disruption, crit plus smite.
Nice.
If you've seen the really bad Star Wars films, traitor! It's my opinion that they're bad. You don't know. Sorry. Yeah, that was roughly where the session ended because we were quite over. But you're currently in. Let me actually give you the description of this room because it's quite an interesting room under the villa. You are currently in the Van Thamper Vault. This room contains 4 wooden tables with 2 small wooden coffers atop each. Hanging on the wall opposite is a beautiful golden shield, and standing in front of the shield was the old man in plain garments. That is the room you're currently in. The old man has kind
In
of
the vault.
sizzled, popped, and returned to the Nine Hells.
Mm.
Is he carrying anything?
He had plain clothes and an amulet of Torm. The amulet, however, was not blessed in any way. You'd be able to put together, like, if it was actually blessed, it would have burnt him.
Mm.
But otherwise, no, he was not carrying anything. And I'm going to get some background music on. I believe Joe ended last session by approaching the shield.
Yes.
But before we start,
Mhm.
Baka, who wasn't here last week, do you have any questions?
I've written most of this down. We are in the vault at the moment, right? You said Van
Yes.
Thamper Vault. And
Yes.
the puzzle box from Thorns maybe opened by some.
Thirstwell.
Firstwell might be opened by someone in Candlekeep.
Yes.
You also, I don't know if you wrote in the messages.
Sorry,
Important.
you're very quiet.
Yeah, the volume is really low. Kevin.
Can you guys increase my volume? Can you hear me
I'm already at 100%.
100% actually. But was better just before.
Well, I have him at 200 and he was fine.
Oh, it's a bit quiet for me.
Is this any better?
Yep,
Much.
a lot
Hello?
better.
All right.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know if you wrote to Sylph in a message or whatnot, but this thing that we have, it's actually, we were told by Flask or whatever his name was, that
Fisk.
this is actually, yeah, Flisk or whatever, that this is basically a chip of kind of something to prove that the bargain has been struck between the High Overseer and someone else, right? Some
The
devilish
puzzle
creature.
box.
Yeah.
A bargaining chip for a deal.
Like, yeah, proof that a deal has been struck, right?
Hmm.
Yeah, Fisk told you that you'd probably find within it proof of that deal, perhaps even the contract.
Yeah, that's just
So we need to open the puzzle box to show the whoever it concerns that the Van Thamper family was dealing with demons and devils.
Oh, I mean, it is pretty obvious. I don't think we need a box for that. We just don't know the detail of the deal about
And
Altura.
the other evidence burned away with the Duchess.
Mm, No, but if people come down, they can see everything.
When I said fireball to destroy the evidence, that was mostly a joke. Like, there's so much evidence down here. There's a full cultist chapter down here.
Okay, never mind then.
Yeah.
Coco. Since I joined later, I was not here from the beginning.
Yep.
What is the general direction of the party and Rhea? Like, what are we supposed to do regarding Aturel? Like, are we supposed to investigate why he disappeared, or are we supposed to go there, or like, what's the general direction?
So, it's a good thing to recap, to be honest. Because I think, barring Barker, nobody's really been here for the whole thing. But it is known by this point that Elturel has fallen into the Nine Hells. That's kind of been known from the start. And you were kind of hired by Rhea for a few things. First was to help kind of stop the Flaming Fist attacking the Hell Riders, but also deal with the cultists who are framing them. That's been done. That was the Cult of the Dead 3. But then also to kind of find out what happened to Elturel. That's kind of been the overarching reason for the dealing with the Van Thampers. Like, what happened
Alright.
to the city.
Yeah, that's enough. I just wanted like to know the general direction. Like, why are we doing all this? Okay.
Tark is here to restore his clan's name.
All right. Cool.
Oh,
Carry on.
Badger, you still don't have your voice back?
I kind of understand him. Like, I'm struggling like for
No,
the
I
fourth
do.
week already to get my full
I'm
voice.
just was
Oh,
letting
sorry,
Logan
Badger.
talk.
No. Yeah, cool.
Yeah, I do hope you're feeling better.
Yes, thank you.
Good.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
Alright.
I don't have any other questions, I think.
Yeah, it was a bad time. And, okay. Cool. Then, Jin was approaching the shield. I believe Soraz and Tark were probably looking at the like vault chests, dwarfen treasure.
Oh, mouse.
Jin,
I would probably be helping them look through the chests.
Jin, you'll probably be out of things for a little while. For reasons that we discussed last week.
Yep.
So while you are talking to the shield that you will be about to attune to, assuming nobody stabs you from behind and steals it from you, my precious, Jin will enter a state of kind of reverie and communication. As which chests would you like to open first?
Given the fact I'm closest to the lower left one, I guess that one.
Okay, so that will be chests 5 and 6. So you will find in that chest, on a velvet purple cushion, a curved ivory bladed dagger, along with a bone hilt wrapped in leather straps and studded with gemstones. It is broken and in 2 pieces, but at a quick glance, you think with mending, you could restore it to a fairly valuable ceremonial dagger. Coffer 6 is pure coinage. 100 platinum pieces.
Hmm.
Sure.
We can buy a
Talk.
bag of holding with that money.
Tark, are you looking then at chests 3 and 4?
Sure.
Not quite the same level of grandeur, but each contains 100 gold pieces. Similar to Coffer 2 that Stilphine will find. Coffer 1, Stilphine, you will encounter everybody's favourite metal.
Adamantine?
Electrum. Luckily there's a GP value. Now who is getting to chest 7 and 8?
I guess we can each take a look at it at one of them.
I'm still entranced with the shield.
I was talking to Talk, maybe? But okay. I mean, he was the one looking in the
Sure.
chest, right? So you take the lower one, I take the upper one.
Okay.
Then Tark will find what is probably everybody's favourite metal for real. More platinum pieces. As Sylphine will open the chest to a kind of slew of azurite.
Ooh.
Yeah, yes, yes. Please edit the group loot. There's a lot here.
So what the hell is happening to Jin here?
Jin is
Religious trance.
Like, whenever we ended the session, we just killed the stuff.
Yep.
What's happening with him?
Jin is attuning to a sentient shield. Unless anybody would like to stop him. Very well. For the sake of everyone here, then,
I mean, do we know what this shield's about? Like, what has happened in the past?
Oh, you will though.
you will know. Realistically, Jin's communion will have happened in around the same time it's taken you to loot. I'd say Tark, Sylphine, and Rhea would pretty much be in the dark on this. Jin, as the only shield user, wait, no, Tark uses shields too.
Also use shield here. I have a wooden shield on myself.
You can't use metal shields, and this is very definitely metal.
Okay. Just, I am proficient in shields.
Okay. Actually, Tark and Soraz, I believe I mentioned last week, people were hearing whispers.
Yeah.
This is the source of those whispers. Something that wishes to be free.
Uh, like, can I make an educated guess whether it is like evil presence or just, let's say, like a shield that can talk, similar to some magical swords?
You can both who have received whispers make an insight check, please.
I have not received any whispers. The only one who got whispers last week was Soraz.
Then that would be my mistake because I didn't realize you could use shields. You would have also received whispers asking for freedom.
All right. Oh, but
Both of you would probably get the impression, especially when you kind of take into account the nature of the shield seeing it, is a shield of celestial origin.
in that case, I will not warn. It's a noble being.
As far as the rest goes, the sentience, etc., unless somebody would like to start wresting it from Jin, that will have to come through the man himself, or anyone else who attunes to it.
So I'm thrown off right now because I feel like there's been a lot that has already been put into this that like I might have objected to if it had happened on screen.
To be honest, not much because I already know what the shield does. So there wasn't too much going on last section.
Yeah, I feel like
You may need a...
that I've been placed into a weird spot here.
Okay.
Because obviously, just looking at that seems like a really good shield, and Tark would probably be very interested in it. And yet here we are, just in a retcon perpetuity loop here.
We can
Yeah.
roll for it later if you want to. If you also want it.
Tark, if you are saying Tark would be interested in it, then I'm going to have to info dump you with something. As it's stuff that Tark would get, but the rest of the group would not.
Just out of character. Aren't all celestial beings kind of... Maybe I'm just...
Aren't all celestial...
Yeah. I don't know if you want the spoiler, but I can tell you what the shield does.
Tark, I've opened a copy of the shield. so that you can see it. You should. Can you see that?
Yes.
The important part, I'd say, for you is to look at the bit under sentience and personality and all of that.
Right on.
So how do I gain this knowledge?
Okay, if you that didn't show you the shield, if you go into the compendium and scroll down to copy of shielded,
I've seen it. I just don't understand what is happening that Tark understands these things.
in a very similar way to Jin. Once the combat's over, it would have entered kind of a telepathic communion with each of you who could physically take it.
So are we like being charmed by this shield or compelled by it, or
Neither. It lacks the power to do either. What it will do, however, is attempt in its as it's kind of want to do, to make a deal. I've handled this
Right.
really badly. I am sorry.
deals are that makes sense for devils.
With you mentioning that, I'm just going to do this. Then sentience. Hello, everybody. Have a wall of text.
Ah.
It is not a noble creature, Zara. Let's put it that way.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Now I see. I just thought it was celestial, and I was like, oh, those are good guys.
No, it's not celestial. It will try to fool you. He is.
Well, for the time being, I'm going to say that it will not finish attunement to anyone. Straight up, Jin's intents are not in perfect alignment with its, not in any way. I don't know Tarks yet. So for the time being, it will sit and judge. All right. With that done, the vault has been looted. You should be aware that you have probably covered a third of the actual sewers, but have obtained everything you came to look for. If you'd like to continue looking, then there's plenty of places left to go. Or not. The decision is
Well,
yours.
there's a third party involved in this, is there not? Because I'm guessing that this is the artifact that was
The woman's
being
looking for.
requested by the woman.
Yes. But since none of us is attuned to it, so we don't know the true nature, I might, if I don't know it's like, what is happening, I will insist to give it back to her. But I would do different. Originally, I was thinking I was gonna attune to it and not give it back to her not because it's good, but some other reason.
Well, before you go down that route, Soraz, as an agent of the Flaming Fist, please make me a history check.
Come on, don't shout. Oh, nice, 19.
You will probably have heard rumors of the Shield of the Hidden Lord. Or rather, not the Shield of the Hidden Lord, but the Knights of the Shield. The group you can now put together as being responsible for keeping the shield. They are not good people. They are devil worshippers of the highest order, murderous cultists of the highest order, and despite the fact that they don't normally show their faces in civilized society, they are very definitely counted among the evil organizations of Faerun.
Okay, so I will share it with the rest of the party, and I will ask Jin, since now he knows the rumor of this shield, I will ask him if I can keep it.
Well,
Uh,
I'm not giving back to
Yeah.
them, bunch of devil worshipper. Let's go and kill them.
yeah.
I will hold on to it. There's no need to busy yourself with such things, Soraz.
All right. Yeah, let's not talk to the lady about it. If she ever asks, let me do the talking.
Oh, why? I'm just gonna kill her. I do not
Right.
want any kind of
That will do too.
Yes, I believe that those two prisoners, as they put it, have much they are hiding here. We must go and see how they feel about releasing their tongues.
Oh, and Tark, be careful with that shield if you're going to carry it with you. I cannot penetrate its magical properties, but given the fact that it was guarded by devil worshippers, God knows what atrocities it contains in itself.
Aye, quite obviously. Do you think me a fool?
sort of, and then walk away.
Well, I do not think of you as an intellectual. Let's put it that way.
Oof.
Oh, into punctual? What does that mean?
Tark just grabs the shield
There
off the
you
wall, shrugs.
Ooh, you are touching it. Please make me a charisma saving throw.
Oh,
Oh no.
I'm going to go out on a limb and assume that is a failure, considering its save DC is 19 against this.
Oh no.
Oh,
You are attuned to the Shield of the Hidden Lord.
What?
Oh,
Yeah, this is the context you missed. It's a sentient object, and very, very much an evil one.
Oh no.
However, you'll have no ill effects for the time being.
For the time being.
And
in
an
fact,
AC of 22.
yes. In the back of your mind, Tark, please respond to me privately. Will you free me? There will be a reward.
everything okay?
Oh yeah, everything is fine. Tark, you'll feel tendrils of control that had been exerted upon you withdrawn. As though you'd probably not noticed them being placed through the attunement, they were dug into you. You may end the attunement if you wish, but for now you are still considered attuned.
Okay.
And for the rest of you, the visage on the shield shifts a little bit. To most of you, it just looks ugly. To Soras, who has a bit of familiarity with devils, you would swear it is smiling.
Why don't you leave that shield alone? It's for your own good. It seems to react to you somehow. Just leave it be. I'll take care of it without touching it.
It's fine. Come on, we have prisoners to deal with.
Tark will just sling it over his shoulder and start walking back towards the jail cells.
Okay, what is everybody else doing?
Yeah, just following, going to kill that woman.
Yeah, where are you guys?
Heading eastward.
so if you
Can
go out
you
the door
move
and to
me
the right.
towards where they are? Oh, okay. Never mind. I see them.
As you return, Red is still waiting here, and the man Fisk is kind of just sat back against the wall of his cell, whistling to himself.
I look for the woman,
So that's
and
this
I don't.
guy right here.
Yes. Generic token, but
Mm,
it works. The older woman gets herself up, dusts her knees off again. Have you done with your business?
I will punch my sword into her.
Oh,
She'll
That was fast.
an attack roll.
Wow.
Please make me a damage roll. Okay, she looks down at the sword, looks up at you. See you in hell.
And then I cut off a chop off her head.
That killed her.
10
10 AC, 9 health.
Holy shit.
Who did you kill?
Okay. I literally couldn't even type a single sentence to Coco.
Yeah, that happened. Let me get the description for Baka. This is Area 29. Okay. This woman was Satia Theon Hune, a fit, aristocratic woman in her 70s, born into the politically powerful Hune family. She was a neutral evil.
Sorry.
I will. There we go.
Thank you. Theon Yun.
So what was Tart going to say?
How do you want to handle the communication between the shield and?
I mean, for me, it is just a +2 shield. I'm not.
No. I'm asking the Coco about the communication, like when it's talking. Or those, like, do you want those on screen or off screen or what?
Up to you. My responses will mostly be public because, for the most part, it will want an audience. But some things, such as what I typed to you just now, will be kept private.
Okay.
So it's up to you is kind of how
Sure. No, I got you. So, yeah. So Tark, as we're entering the jail cell, would be ask the shield if it knew this person, but before he could even get that thought through, the woman's dead. So
as you walk around, do you know this person? To witness the killing, the shield will chuckle. Good.
ugh, that gives me chills.
For a little bit of context, by the way, as you are right that you didn't really have any, let's just say that Jin would not really be making use of anything of the sentience.
Yep.
Because Jin didn't really strike a chord with the shield.
My character really hate devils.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, then this might make more canon sense because Tark is kind of goes to the beat of his own drum, and more than anything, he's just seeking power and whatever he needs to be able to rebuild his clan.
The shield will offer that, although... yeah.
I mean, I kind of get what you're laughing at. But I think that Tark is blissfully unaware of these things.
Fair enough. Right, as you very, very quickly dispatch Lady Hune, Phalaster was probably in the middle of getting to his feet. He'll look up at you. Am I expecting the same?
Tark would step forward, like impose himself between Jin and the man, and say, "No, you're coming with us."
He'll kind of step behind Tark. I appreciate him. I not really liked dwarves before, but I like this one.
I'm not going to
Don't
kill
like
you.
me yet. You're going to do what I say.
All right, let's give him a little bit of slack. Actually, he was right what he said about a high overseer, that is. It was true. He was possessed by something from hell. So we should treat him fairly.
Yeah,
I agree. Now,
not being an ass talk. I go
well,
to the
I'm
map.
just making sure that you're not going to thrust your sword into
He
him.
he doesn't worship devil. Anyone worship devil, I will thrust my soul into them.
Fair enough.
That could be taken another way if you were so inclined, but I take your meaning. Well, what can I do for you then?
You said that the only way to open this puzzle would be to go to Candlekeep. Is that correct?
The only way? I can't say. A way? I believe so, yes. An associate, well, a former employer and something of a friend of mine is what you'd call an expert in demonic contracts. She has been trying to discern how to undo them, as it were.
In that case, it seems like a solid next step. If anybody else has any ideas, other ideas. If not, let's go there.
Okay.
Fisk, is that where you're going?
Well, yes, it would be a good stop, as I'm somewhat uncomfortable here, and I don't really fancy staying in the gate, seeing as how things are going to hell. Literally, and not in a handbasket.
Well said.
Then you're coming with us.
Brilliant! Can I have a weapon, please? They've not let me have one here for obvious reasons.
Can we get? Can we? So, what does Rhea have to say with all this? How is she reacting at this point?
Rhea will not be really saying anything. She's shell-shocked.
Between the overseer and such.
If
Still with us?
She's with you.
she is.
Yep.
Okay.
She will kind of, if you put this to her, kind of nod fairly mutely. Kind of at this point, it might start to set into you guys as characters that Hellrider, yes. Captain of 10, yes. Veteran warrior, yes. Teenage girl who's just had one of her idols proven to be a devil-worshipping scumbag traitor, also yes.
Ah.
Like Thavius Krieg, in terms of Elturel, was one of their greatest heroes.
I will go to Leia and tell her, Leia, without knowing the detail of the contract, it's hard to determine if we can pull back, save Outworld. So we have to go to Candlekeep if this is what you want.
She'll hold her hand up to just kind of like a... I get it. I'm sorry, I'm a little out of it. I think you're right. And I will get over this. But I'm just currently trying to think if I missed anything.
Take your time. Just remember my advice. Do not idolize one person. Do not have your faith in a human. Human make mistakes. Have faith in God and have faith in what you believe in.
That wasn't a mistake, Jin. You don't make a contract with the devil on a mistake. It is too intentional.
Yes. We don't know why he made it.
I told you the story of the Hellriders, didn't I?
Yes, I know the story very well.
Then, if I had to guess, I would expect the contract was made with Lady Zariel.
That would make sense.
And that scares me.
Tark's like standing here listening, feeling like there's something important being said here that he doesn't understand.
If you ask, I will tell you the story of Outworld.
Back and forth between the two. Zariel was that statue that you
Yes.
destroyed.
She was an angel, but she turned her back to all she believed in, even offended, and became an archdemon. Kind of like if you suddenly, fight for the Dwarga.
It was over a century past when great troubles began. Fiends roamed the lands to the north and west of Elturel. Livestock was slaughtered, fields despoiled, homes razed. Terror gripped all of us. The city's cavalry, not then known as the Hellriders, just a city garrison, rode across the land, trying to strike down fiends wherever they could, and the losses were terrible, but it was never enough. For every fiend destroyed, it seemed as though two more appeared elsewhere. We know now that was because no fiend was ever destroyed, merely banished. The High Rider, the ruler of Elturel, instructed his people to pray for aid. To everyone's astonishment, a mighty angel appeared in the city the next day. Her name meant Companion of Light, Zariel. Elturel's prayers had been answered, and help had come. She, Zariel, located the gate through which the fiends were entering this world, and on the fields of the dead west of the city, Zariel declared that she would lead the cavalry into Avernus, destroying the infernal host that was amassing there, and striking a great blow against the forces of darkness. The High Rider sent out the riders of Elturel to join Zariel. The riders numbers had swollen. They numbered many thousand, though, if I'm honest, most of them were fresh and untested. Most of the veterans dead. Zariel led them, riding a golden mastodon, and they charged through the gate. The legions of Avernus buckled, but they did not break. Zariel was defeated, and the remnants returned to Elturel. They were overcome with grief and loss, it is said, but confident that the lords of the Nine Hells would avoid Elturel next time. That is how the Knights of Elturel became known as the Hell Riders. But as we know now, Zariel fell, and nurses something of a grudge at them for abandoning her. I've paraphrased a lot, but I'm going to dump that text wall in the Discord in campaign.
Thank you.
I won't say it's common knowledge, but she'll nod at Soraz, and she'll nod at Flaska. I think it's well enough known that Zariel is now the ruler absolute of Avernus, first level of the Nine Hells.
Ask the agent. What kind of weapons are you proficient with?
Daggers, blades, long blades, crossbows, blades, daggers. I'm not very good at stabbing people, but when I do stab people, I'd like to stab them in the back. He'll give you a wink.
Scimitar.
Yeah, you're giving him a scimitar.
He wants to. I mean, he can also dual wield if he can.
He can technically dual wield, yeah.
Can he wear scale mail?
I have a sickle
He
that I never
cannot.
use.
Think of him as a rogue. The only armor he can wear is light.
Alright, so I will give him 2 scimitars from the group loot if nobody protests. That's it. Fair right.
Bloody wolf.
Okay. Very well, that is set up for him.
So the next step of our journey is to go to whatever it is.
Candlekeep.
Candlekeep.
What are you waiting for? Let's get out of these stinking sewers.
Yeah. Let's go.
Let's go.
Let us.
Okay. Is there anything anyone intends to do in the city before heading to Candlekeep?
Yes,
Buy
I
a
like
bag
to
of
buy
holding.
armor. And buy armor. New armor for me.
Okay. So, leaving the Van Thampra villa will not be a difficult thing. However, are you going to waltz out the front door, or are you going to attempt to not be seen?
I will
I
try.
want to not be seen, but
Yeah.
I mean, I heavy armor.
Please make me stealth checks, irrelevant of your heavy armor.
Okay.
Nice.
It's a good roll there, Soraz.
Yeah. Yeah, res and shell shock. Can't expect much. Okay, overall, not bad. Oh, I need to make one for Falaska. He's...
What? Can you type the name? Because I'm keep writing it down
yeah.
as Fisk.
There we go.
Phalaster Fisk. Okay. So I'm
You can't...
Yeah.
I'll just do this so you can see, but he actually rolled a 24.
Nice.
Nearly a crit. Okay. And you'll find yourselves back in Baldur's Gate just after dawn. The sun is rising. Well, the sun has finished rising by this point, and the streets are starting to get a little bit of traffic. It's probably about 8 a.m. You are in the upper city, and you have avoided being seen leaving the Van Thamper villa.
Let's go sell stuff.
Sell stuff, buy some stuff, and also I like to make a stop on the Order of Gauntlet outpost in the city.
Okay. Order of the Gauntlet in the city. That would be Froome's club, wouldn't it?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, okay. Ontharr Froome operates out of the Antlers, I believe.
I know that name.
It is a Horde of the Dragon Queen reference.
Yes.
Yep.
I am part of the Order of the Gauntlet as a paladin, so I work under him. I mean,
That would be fun and horrible at the same time. He's like the worst, best boss you can imagine. At least that's how I kind of play him. But
it would make sense.
okay, Jin wants to visit Ontharr Froome. Sylphine wants to try and find a bag of holding and sell some stuff. Soraz and Tark, what about the two of you?
Tark is restless. You might notice even more than he has been previously. Specifically to get on the road, he keeps looking over his shoulder to make sure that Fisk hasn't ran off somewhere. And but otherwise, he's going to stay with Sylphine, as that's someone in the party that he finds as a comfort.
Good to hear.
Okay, so Tark will be going with Sylphine. What about Soraz?
Just one thing. Is there anything I can do with this Codex of the Fall? Like, does it need to be identified, or
I believe, didn't you do Arcana checks and successfully identify it already?
could have? Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, I'm just gonna I'm gonna attune to it, and I mean, yeah, whoever is doing the buying, if we have enough money, perhaps buy one or two potions, and that's it.
By
Nothing
what?
specific.
One of what?
Potions.
Healing potions.
Ah.
That's it. No, nothing special. Soras will just wait for the others.
Okay. Very well. Jin.
Yep.
The Order of the Gauntlet at the Antlers will be operating from before you arrive, probably from around 6 or 7.
All right.
Froom's probably still hungover, but a few of his less alcoholic members will be kind of finishing breakfast and starting a morning's work in the lower level of the Antlers.
I will look for Spoon. To tell the guys, it's important matter. I have to see Spoon.
One of them will kind of show you into a side booth room. Probably recognize his signs of rank as a lieutenant. You probably wouldn't recognize the man himself. He looks quite young, fairly well groomed, and yet to put on that kind of beer belly. It's pretty normal in the Order of the Gauntlet. I have a really bad image of this group, don't I?
They are not that. They are actually one of the good guys.
Oh, yeah.
They are.
But they enjoy their nightlife.
Yeah, that's true. In all the references.
In my playthrough, in my encounter with these guys, we were doing arm wrestling. I almost won. I was second. I lost to the champion, but I got through to him.
All
right. 10 minutes go by, and Froome will join you, a bit dishevelled, and still basically in his dressing gown and trousers. Will sit himself down with a pint jug of water and start downing it. Just eye you out the corner of his eye. Huh?
Having fun last night?
Aye, got a few new lads to break in.
Well, something big happened. It just hit the fan. Well, you know about Altera, right? They were in hell.
He'll put the jug of water down and wipe his beard. Yeah, if you're saying big and you're referencing El Terrell, I'm gonna shit myself. Tell me.
Well, we sort of find out what happened to Altera. Looks
Great.
like the High Overseer make a deal with Sariel.
I just felt a little bit of poop coming out. Keep going.
And then we had the puzzle box, which contained the contract. And we find out that someone in Candlekeep might be able to open it and see what exactly is the detail is in the contract. So I have to head over there. But the city is in lockdown. I might need your help for that. Oh, also,
right.
by the way, the Vampire is behind all this shit as well. They work with the Cowl of the Dead Free and try to create, mass, the bad name, give a bad name to Flaming Face, even though, they already had a pretty bad one. Well, but, yeah, so they're all dead, by the way. The Vampire.
He was kind of in the middle of pondering, and then you say that, it's like, well, that's good news. What about the Outriders? You heard anything about them?
I was hired by them. I'm taking some side job. Well, one of them is with us. She probably gonna tell her people about it. It will be a shit show over there, I guess. One of their most revered hero turned out to be an asshole who make deal with devil and doom the city.
Well, just to ask something of you, should I keep sheltering some of their people? Or should I toss them out on their ass?
I will ask them if they need any help. If they do, I will send you a message.
I think you missed one there. We've been sheltering Outriders from the Flaming Fist since they started showing up in the city.
Oh, wow. Didn't know that. Good for you.
Alright. Cool, I'll take that to mean that they aren't evil scumbags.
No, they're not. They're fanatics, but not evil. Just a little bit too righteous. That's all.
Huh. Yeah, they came knocking and
Yeah.
said that in Tom's name we need shelter, so we gave it. Good to
Yeah.
know we did it in good faith, and it's been rewarded.
Yeah. So yeah.
All right, you
Uh,
need us to bust through the guards. Probably
I-
shouldn't do that by force.
yeah. I'm staying in the Elfsong Tavern. If you find out a way to sneak us out of the city, it will be great.
I'm thinking that I might want to send a message to Candlekeep. Get their impression on this. I'm going to need to send a proper envoy. The roads are dangerous right now. You know, like 12 people. One of my captains. They're allowed through the gates.
Oh, that's good.
I'll start putting that together for you.
All right. Thank you. Fun.
Zeal push himself out. Hi. Where's Brian? I got a fun job for him. Zeal push himself back out of the tavern, leaving you in the side room. Sorry, you were talking. I just had him walk up on you.
No, just waiting for him.
I just slammed my knee like into the corner of my desk super hard.
Ow!
Oh,
Ow!
I'm just like crying inside right now.
Oh
That
no!
Oof. Yeah, Jin. A couple of minutes will go by.
Yeah.
One of the other Gauntlet members will come and tell you that Froom's not coming back, but he'll send information about what you discussed to the Elf Song.
okay, good. I believe it. Oh, you guys got any new armor I can use? Split or whatever?
If you ask you about armor,
Yeah.
like one of the guy will look to the younger lieutenant. He'll look at you. It's like, if you want a personal upgrade, bud, that's fine, but you got to pay for it.
How much? Nothing's for free over here.
Gauntlet prices. I think it's what? 100 gold pieces? 150 gold pieces?
Okay, I have that in my personal.
Cool. You'll look at one of the junior soldiers, kind of gesture to him. Go get a boy kitted up with a suit of splint. It's gonna need some adjustments, but we'll have it sent to your tavern if that's all right.
Okay, cool.
The junior soldier will kind of size you up, kind of nod, and run off. He's gone to the depot. He'll be back in a few hours.
All right, I'll wait in the tavern.
Right, yeah.
Good to see you, lot.
The lieutenant will kind of go boz-eyed. We ain't met yet, but yeah. Good luck with whatever it was you were talking about with the commander.
Oh, yeah, he will tell you if he want to. And then I just gone.
As you walk out, you'll kind of hear the man muttering, "Yeah, or he'll just expect us to psychically know, as usual." He'll go back to his work. Around this point, Sylphine,
Yes.
you're heading to the upper city market, which is here.
Okay. I make
There
myself look
is-
like a human. Like a normal
Sure.
human, like... like upper class or something.
Yes.
Then
We
you-
are
with
in the
a-
upper city,
with
right?
a shirtless dwarf bodyguard.
There are stranger things in Baldur's Gate. But the
You know,
bodyguard.
with this
Yeah.
with this shield and the spear of Bane, I am like the shortest Spartan soldier ever.
Are you
Nice. Spartacus.
practicing open carry?
Am I what now?
Practicing open carry.
Yes, absolutely.
You will get a lot of looks. And like the odd footpad who like starts to approach you thinking, oh, rich woman and dumb looking dwarf. See the shield and spear, look at you, think, I don't know, but I know I want nothing to do with this, and leave. There is one principal shop that deals in arcane goods in Baldur's Gate. Da-da-da-da.
That's new token.
Do you want that?
No, I don't think so. But seems appropriate.
Do it.
Okay.
It's just the direction things are going right now.
But yeah, Sorceress Sundries is a colourful circular building located just off of the Wide, I believe. It's been a very long time since I've played the video game. So, the owner is a mage named Neoman.
Nieman.
No. That's not the owner. That's one of his undermages. The owner is Halbaza Drin. A human mage who, at the time you walk in, will be standing kind of lazily behind the counter. Or probably actually sat at this point, just reading casually. Not a magic book, not anything important, just a book. So you walk in, he'll look over, eye you, see the dwarf, sigh, get up. Welcome to Sorceress Sundries, my lady. How can I help you?
Thank you. I'm here to maybe sell some things and maybe purchase some things. If you would be so kind as
Brilliant.
to
Well-
help me.
Oh, by the way, I will try to look for Sophie after I leave the place.
Okay. I'll say you probably join them in about an hour's time.
Yep.
Cool. Okay. You have things to sell. It is probably good to get that done with first. What do you have for sale?
I have a few rare first edition books that I don't need in the moment. And a few tapestries.
Very well. Tapestries are not my specialty, but I can attempt to, well, if you're just looking for a quick sale, I can purchase them for an amount I know I can turn a profit on.
Alright.
And... well, the rest... let's have a look.
And I start putting each rare first edition book that I have 20 of on the counter.
He'll look through them. I need to remind myself how much they are worth.
25 each.
Ah, brilliant. And you have 20 of them?
Mm-hmm.
He'll thumb through them. I'll offer you, for the lot, 450 gold coins. That will give me a little room to push a profit.
Okay.
Wonderful. Set them to one side. And yell up to a couple of his employees on the upper level, who will come down and start kind of wrapping the books, checking them, and putting them out onto the shelves, which are, for the most part, full of spellbooks, histories, other academic works. No magic items on display. There is,
Probably
however, a
good.
catalogue.
Yeah, probably good. So that they don't get stolen.
Yeah, so he doesn't need to put like explosive wards into the front of the building.
Yeah.
Right. So, volumes. Brilliant. He'll hand you the 450 gold. Was that everything you had for me, or was there more?
I have a few tapestries as well.
Yes, let me have a look.
Here's one. We have the tapestry and we have two tapestries.
Okay, where are they from?
I think the tapestries were from the Van Thamper. Two of them were from Van Thamper. The third one was, I think, from the Dungeon of the Dead Free.
Oh,
Because it's written
Okay,
that's
under
the
Delicate
tapestry-
Porcelain Dragon Mask.
The $75 gold piece one, the tapestry, those are from Van Vamper Manor.
Yeah,
The womb.
and the other is
Hun-
150 gold pieces.
okay. The tapestries from the Van Thamper Voya. Understood. Depicting a dragon-flying ship and pilgrims on camels. He'll look them over. I don't know the value very well, but if I were to offer you a valuation, I would offer you 60 gold pieces each for these two. I'm sure I can profit on that.
I'm sure you can.
Do we have a deal?
Mhm.
Very well. To Van Thamper. He'll give you the gold for that. Then the tapestry from the Dungeon of the Dead 3 was at 150 gold.
Mhm.
He'll look it over, and in a similar vein to the Van Thamper ones, I can guarantee a profit on 120, so I'll offer you that.
Of course.
Brilliant. He'll direct his employees again to bundle them up and get them on sale. Probably frame the tapestries and get them on public display. Good business. Now, anything else I can do for you today?
Would you be interested in any vases or crystal goblets?
On the same standing as I was with the tapestries, my dear. It's not a speciality. I will not offer you as much as an expert or a specialist, because I don't know the exact values, but I can have a look.
Cool. So there are red crystal goblets, 8 for 25 gold pieces each. And they're...
Okay, he'll
Yeah.
He'll offer you 15 each.
Okay.
So that's 120 gold again.
Okay. 16 vases for 25 gold pieces.
Again, 15 each.
Mhm. We have a rug and the one curved gold inlaid silver dagger. A rug set.
Okay, what's the value on the rug?
A rug is 250 and curved dagger is 150.
Those are what he'll offer you for them.
Mm-hmm. I'm still writing it down.
You're probably about halfway through the coinage he actually keeps on site.
Halfway through.
Yeah,
Cool.
he's an arcane goods dealer. He keeps a lot of coin on site, but there is a limit.
Mm. And I think that's... Unless, do we need Azurite for anything? Guys?
That is one magical pipe. Loot. I think it's pipes. We can sell.
Okay. Pipes.
Pipes of the sewers or whatever.
Yes.
Zerite is a gemstone, so just translate that straight to gold value.
Okay, cool, thank you.
Okay, the pipes of the sewers he will value at 400 gold pieces.
Nice. I'm not calculating this yet because we're still selling stuff, but I'm going to delete the that's 200 gold pieces for the Azurite. Then just gonna delete it from the inventory for now.
I am keeping track. Don't worry.
Okay,
On the gold.
Just edit the group loot, everything.
Yep, I did.
If you could like delete stuff.
Sure.
Thank you.
Well, we have a lot of money again. Damn, I should have not buy that spit mill.
And I am currently in the look for a bag of holding.
Okay, so his catalog, let me generate a catalog. Okay, I really hate some of these. I hate this system. It's a great generator, but there's so many multiples. Okay. Recently added to my catalog is a set of pipes of the sewers for 500 gold coins. He'll give you a wink.
Good.
So, you are looking for a bag of holding. We have one in stock.
Nice. How much for it?
450 gold coins. To you.
Deal.
Very good.
Oh,
He'll call to one of his attendants to go and get it. What's up, Joe?
there's two things I want. One is I want to adamantine coating for my speed mail and +1 shield.
Adamantine coating, you'll have to go visit the dwarves at the forge.
All
But
right.
I'm sure they could help you.
Okay.
Uh,
And how about a +1 shield? Do you guys have it?
Again, you'll be wanting to visit the forge.
All right.
We handle artifacts here, not equipment.
Okay.
But the other things we have, if they are of interest to you, we have a pair of boots of speed. Do you like being fast? They're good.
How much is it?
Four-
Really expensive.
4,000 gold coins.
4,000. Holy Jesus.
4,000?
They're worth
What is this?
boots of speed.
Yes.
You may click your heels together, mechanical bonus action. If you do, you'll move twice as fast, and
Yes.
creatures trying to hit you and you move past them will have trouble doing so. Mechanical disadvantage on opportunity attacks.
Okay.
They'll work for about 10 minutes a day.
Okay. Yeah, I do want that if you guys.
Second,
Okay.
we have a Ring of the Ram. Do you like summoning gigantic ox heads to slam into somebody's face? It's like punching them from a distance.
Not really.
Understandable. We have a stone. It is apparently a stone of good luck.
Oh, that is a good item. Anyone wants it?
How much is it?
600 gold coins for a stone of good luck. We have a staff. It is a staff of the healer. This cloak, he'll like show you on his catalog. It's a cloak of protection. Protect you. Ah, he'll look you up and down. You look like an arcanely talented woman. This staff of fire will see you well.
Oh, fire?
Staff of fire, yes.
Oh, do you have any other element? Fire might not do that.
Do you have anything that could do damage to demons or devils? Because I think fire doesn't do as much, or if anything, to them.
No, you may be right. You see, fire is the order of the day. It is very popular.
I know.
But then I suppose every young wizardling and his aunt likes throwing a fireball. Ah, I have one thing that might be of interest to you. It's called a Staff of Thunder and Lightning.
Now we're talking.
Very good.
Oh,
It is
nice.
it helps you hit things good. It hurts when you hit things, though you look more of the less of the bruiser kind.
Yes, I like to stay behind if at all possible. I have animals that help me in my if I encounter problems in any way.
Well, this staff will allow you to harness the power of the storm.
Oh,
What does it do exactly?
I think +1 or +2 to spell attack and damage roll, something like that. I'm not sure. Not 100%.
It is a +2 quarterstaff, and
Okay.
each of the following properties can be used once per day. On hit, deal 2d6 extra lightning damage. On hit, force a con save versus stun. A 120-foot long lightning bolt at level 4. A 60-foot radius con save for 2d6 damage and deafened. And once a day, doing the lightning bolt and AoE deafen at the same time. Let me actually just copy and show you an item tab with it, because that's the easiest thing.
Oh, all right, this one. Yeah, got it. Yeah, not so good.
Price?
What do you guys think?
Well, if you want it, you can
Right.
get it. Price, yeah, it's very rare, so really expensive like that. So
Yeah, it's probably very expensive. How much would it be?
Here's a fun thing about the generator I use. It doesn't account rarity, it accounts power. So, for example, the instruments of the bards get ridiculous prices on here because it basically accounts them very rare status. This staff it considers a lower tier rare, 3,000 gold.
We don't have that much yet.
we do. We have 5,000 gold right now.
Oh, 5,000. But would you
Yes.
allow me that expense?
I say it's okay. 4,000, it should be fine. I mean, whatever I want to get should cover. If so, I don't know if Saurus. I mean, whatever I want to get, it should. Yeah, whatever left should cover whatever I want. I'm not sure about Saurus and Tark. Tark probably set for a while, I guess. Saurus, you want anything? We still have some weapons and stuff to sell, so there's still some.
Well, I would be interested in this also, but I see that
Yeah, because Sophie don't have any magical item yet, so
I do have the
I
cloak.
will say
yeah. But I mean, yeah, that's it.
the guy does have a Staff of Frost, but that is actually afforded very rare, so that's a 30,000 golder.
Oh, stop it, boss. Yeah, really well, and really good too.
Yeah.
Staff of Frost.
never mind. I'm gonna pass this one so Self can.
Thank you.
Um,
I mean, we pick up so much stuff, we'll get enough gold to buy something else soon.
When we're in hell?
the remaining things is he has a set of wands, wands of the War Mage, and wand of magic missiles, and wand of web.
Oh,
Um,
one of War Mage is actually not bad.
no, it's not. He didn't generate any rods of the Pact Keeper, unfortunately for Soras.
Or Wooden Sickle.
Wand of magic missiles is how much?
Wand of magic missiles is 500 gold.
You should get that.
As well?
Wand of the War Mage is 700 gold.
I mean, I already have the war caster.
Anyone should just get the wand.
Yeah.
Any
War
anyone
Mage is
with
different.
caster, Soraz or Sylphine.
Yeah, one of War Mages basically give you +1 to your spell attack, and you ignore cover. I think.
Ignore cover.
You only ignore half cover.
Yeah, you ignore half cover.
It's not too good for me.
But I mean, Sophie can use it.
But I would probably be staying more in the back.
Yeah, druids don't use
Yeah, I mean, if you use one of War Mage, then you are staying in the back. It +1 to your magic attack, basically.
But the staff gives me a +2.
No,
That's-
that's
staff
to
yeah.
attack, not to your spell attack.
right.
Yeah, the staff is melee, the +2.
Yeah, that's why the lightning staff is a little bit icky because it's more like half of its ability is actually melee. Moonsickle would be the best for Druid, I would say, but since we don't have it here,
A war caster.
The wand
you
of
said.
magic missile is what somebody should get because that's just like free once a day, big burst when you need it.
So 500 and 750 for each of them.
500 for the magic missile, 700 for the war mage.
We can get both of them. If you
Yeah,
don't
you
get
can
the
get-
staff.
I don't need. I don't need.
Sophie can, yeah, I mean, Sophie can use both.
Well, the wand of magic missiles can be used by anyone. Because it's not
Yes, by any-
attunable.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's 1,200 something gold pieces now.
Do you also are you getting the lightning thing?
I
I
mean,
don't think we have enough money for the lightning thing as well. If you're getting those two,
are we getting the lightning thing?
up to you. I mean, say it's not that. So
Because it might come in handy with devils or demons. Because they're immune to fire and I think not immune to thunder.
900 that we don't have. Yeah, but if we get that, then we have money left though.
I'll just get the two ones then.
Okay, no staff of thunder and lightning.
Sorry.
Let's get that out of the journal. Soraz, out of interest, what stuff are you looking for, if anything?
There aren't many stabs I'm looking for. Either Pact Keeper when it comes to staffs. If not, then I guess I would be curious about Wand of the Lightning Bolt. Any way attainable. Same one as I have in the tomb.
Wand of lightning bolt. Do we have a wand of lightning bolt?
Yeah, since I don't know how much my fire will be
Oh yeah, I mean,
down below.
no, I mean, wand of lightning bolt. Did Mokoko generate that as well?
I did not hear. I will mention, however, that a reminder of last week, Fisk mentioned that his contact would probably want to trade the puzzle box from you. The box itself, not the contents. And she will barter with coin and objects.
Oh yeah, cool.
Okay.
What you can expect from that, there is a list of stuff she has.
Yeah, for the damage type, I also want to craft some spell. That makes sense. I was thinking to make my Produce stream into Produce Blackfire.
And what would that do?
Basically same producing, but does do necrotic damage. That's all. I mean, backfire is a thing in the what you might call it, fire realm.
Mm-hmm.
So it would make a bit sense for me to use that produce backfire. I think it's called.
Okay.
It's under UA basically. It's a UA cantrip.
Then, what is your? Are you proficient in Arcana?
Yes, I am because of the sword.
Okay, and what is your Arcana bonus?
+6.
Okay. Um. What is your intelligence caster? What's your base intelligence mod? Not with the headband of intellect.
10.
Okay, ignoring that. Um, and I'll require what's 24 times 25. Not 25. If you'd like to craft that, you can buy the inks and paper necessary for the experiments and beginning of the craft here.
Okay, cool.
Soros, are you by any chance interested in a necklace of fireballs?
Certainly not, as I can make it myself, the fireball, I mean. As
Yeah.
I said, I would be interested in something other than fire, which can potentially damage the devils.
I don't know if it's funny or sad, but of the 20 items generated, something like 7 of them were fire related.
Rip.
Well, is there a way that, like similar to what you offered to Farson in Tomb, like crafting of the magic daggers? Is there a possibility of doing similar thing here? Yeah, like gathering enough materials and money to craft a custom item.
You could certainly attempt to craft an item, yes, if you had the materials to do it, or hired somebody to do it for you.
Let's say that I wanted to make wand of lightning bolts. What would I need to gather? You don't have to answer me right now. You can figure it out. Then let me know later. Like, but something that is definitely obtainable in this campaign.
So, for a wand, you'd need something to kind of work as the core, so you'd need something to just generate the lightning for you. So either like an elemental crystal, like the what's it called? The thing from dragons that creates their breath. Fundamentum. I think I have an idea. I'm gonna rain check this.
Tell me
Come
now.
back to you.
Yeah, just like place it somewhere in the world and let me know when I'm around. Or if somebody gives me the quest to do something for him or her, and he or she will reward me with the gem or whatever. You figure it out.
Right. Is it Jin probably joined you around this time,
Yep.
and has been told about the ability to get that suit of adamantine splint from dwarves. Realistically, what you'll need to do is kind of cancel your flaming fist adamantite. Sorry, not flaming fist. Order of the Gauntlet adamantite, because you can't add adamantite to an object; it's made of it.
Okay. Okay.
But if you were to head to the forge and meet with the dwarves of the Baldur's Gate Forge, they could offer you a suit of adamantite splint for 750 gold.
All right. Okay.
Plate would be 2,250.
No, too expensive. Don't worry. Just for one AC, probably not.
So you ordered an adamantine what?
Split armor.
Okay, split armor.
Yep. Or adamantine split.
Splint mail.
It's unlocked. Yeah, it's a lot cheaper. Just one AC difference.
Yeah.
For 750?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna remove that from the party group loot. 750. Let me just open the calculator.
So I will add my money back to myself.
Cool.
So we have now 3,663 gold pieces.
Yeah, and if possible, I also want to get a +1 shield, basically.
Ah, yes. The dwarves will have for you +1 shields, +2 shields, +3 shields, shields of resistance.
Yeah, +1 shield will be good enough right now, I guess.
Okay. That'll be 400 gold.
All right. Yep, that's all I want.
Okay.
Okay.
+2, by the way, would have been 1,200. +3 would have been 10,000.
2 is 1,200.
Yes.
Do you guys mind?
You should get.
Sure.
Okay, I get the +2 then.
So that's
The
If you're
strong.
going to hell, there's no.
so that's
no amount of
another
money is going to help
400
you.
gold pieces away.
1,200. He's
1,200,
gone for
yeah.
+2.
Okay, so let's see.
We also sell the. We have right now I have 1 chainmail, 3 scale mail, 6 6 scimitar with us. Can we sell that as well?
Yep. How many scale mail?
Scale mail is 3.
So that'll be 105, 135, 142.5.
And how much? Okay, 142.5. Okay, I'll update that.
So we added that to the
Yeah.
amount we have because you sold it.
I'm doing it. Yeah,
Okay.
and 6 scimitar.
Oh yeah, we do have that.
That's included. That's the 30 gold.
Okay.
Yeah, we
okay.
had free
So-
scale, so I'm gonna delete those 2 things.
Okay.
Cool. And we do still have the electrum ingots, if the forge people need them.
They will buy them. A bit confused why anybody uses Electrum in this day and age, but they'll buy them.
Cool. So we are rid of those as well for 300 gold pieces.
Sure.
Because it's like 10 gold pieces each.
Yes.
Okay. Cool.
Okay. Is there any more you are looking to do here?
That's all we have, I assume.
Okay. You leave the forge. Saraz, you're with them, I believe. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. As you leave the forge, you will encounter in the wide a squad of 5 splint armored flaming fist soldiers led by a fairly burly man with lieutenant stripes. He'll ignore the rest of the party and home in on Soraz, kind of nod to you, not salute, just nod. You're Commander Portier's agent, is that right?
Yes, that is true.
Captain Zarges heard of you. He wants a word, if that's alright.
Let's see what he wants.
He'll look around at the rest. This lot coming too?
Where I go, they go.
Alright. He'll kind of gesture for you to follow him. and his men will fall into lockstep. Everybody going?
Mm-hmm.
It's got okay. Cool. Then he'll lead you through the city to a large square building that Soros will probably recognize as Flaming Fist HQ.
Been here a few years.
I'm not looking like a noble woman anymore. I lost the disguise.
Spell.
I stopped concentrating on it when we finished the shopping.
Understood. The man, using the good old classic Flaming Fist art, will leave his squadron at the gates and lead you through, heading into an equally square courtyard that surrounds the main building. Good solid stone walls, and manned by, at least for Sora's sake, probably more Flaming Fist on guard at this point than you'd have seen any time previous. They actually seem to be alert, which kind of makes sense, the state of the city currently. He'll lead you into a foyer, decorated with a pair of kind of Flaming Fist men statues in classic plate and shield and emblazoned with Flaming Fist iconography. Past a couple of kind of angelic statues, couple more Flaming Fist statues, and into the main lobby.
Wow, my token is huge.
Why is your token huge? Oh, that's because this map is big. There you go, have your real token.
Okay.
But he'll lead you into the common room, currently occupied by a few fistmen. And to the left, to a room Soros will know as kind of a briefing room. As you walk in, you'll get a bit of a... Yep, go ahead.
Yeah, just to make sure, like, where is the guy? They all look the same. Like,
Yep, they do. Here.
He's here.
He's over there.
Yeah.
Right.
He'll take a position next to the door and usher you in. As you move through the building, though, you'll gain the attention of pretty much everybody you pass, which inside isn't many. It's a few men off duty currently eating their breakfast or maybe their lunch, depending on what patrol they had. But upon entering the briefing room, you're into this beautiful fellow. A fairly large, imposing man, with a heavy black eye patch over his right eye, not entirely hiding the scar that would follow through into his eye and beard, and is the reason he's Zodge one eye. As he sees you, takes a swig of a large mug of ale that he's currently got by his side. He'll gesture for you to sit down.
I will.
Take a minute to compose himself. I've heard you've been busy.
Someone has to, such old man.
I don't quite know what you've been busy doing. Are you ready to report?
I don't necessarily need to report to you, but I will do so because this is in the interest of the Flaming Fist in general, everybody included.
Indeed.
I've
And
been Yeah, sorry.
No, just gonna say, when Commander Portier gets here, I'll be handing off to her. But until then, I am the commander in the city, so you do have to report to me.
So it seems, for now. Anyway, as I was saying, I've been cleaning up Flaming Fist's reputation, so to speak. The incident at Bat House, these people have taken care of it already. I was also helped. They helped me to prevent further damage to Flaming Fist's reputation by the cultists. You see, their idea was to make you look weak, pathetic in the eyes of the public and dukes. But that has been taken care of. It is unfortunate that I have to report that the Duchess, Bantamper, is dead.
As you say
As well
that, he'll...
as
Sorry. As you say that, he will interrupt you by bursting out laughing. Ah, the bitch is dead. Good. I like you. Carry on.
I just imagining the scene from Wizard of the Oz.
Ding dong, the witch is dead. I
so you
was.
see now that tarnishing the reputation will no longer be the case, and Flaming Fist can focus on other things. There is one thing that I would ask of you, if you would be so kind. Our recent investigations are taking us to Candlekeep. We might find out there what truly happened to Elthor, and whether Baldur's Gate is next. I would need Flaming Fist to provide a safe passage out of Baldur's Gate, since it's been blocked for quite some time now. Where you come in.
I can see that. Right. I can put the wheels in motion, as it were. But I'm not the ultimate authority in the city, so it'll take a little while, you understand?
Is there anything else?
While I'm getting the city doors open for you, would you mind delivering me a report? Just a summary in writing of everything you'd done.
I shall do so.
Thank
Does he
you.
want it now? Like, should I write it down?
He's kind of intimating to you that it's going to take him a few days to get the gates open. So you've got that time to deliver it.
Very well. Over the course of the next day or two, I will write it down and send it to you.
Brilliant.
Sorry
Wow.
to interrupt, but what's your name?
I'm sorry, miss. The name's Zodge. Captain Zodge. Interim Commander of the Flaming Fist in Baldur's Gate.
Thank you. I'm Sylphine.
A pleasure. He'll look at Soras. Do I need to prepare documents for these people? Can't have them going around executing nobility without the right leverage.
To leave the city, my order can arrange that for us. But if you can provide some kind of document more official, then yeah, I guess it'll be
And
good.
who's your order?
Order of the Gunnet.
the drunkards. Great. I'd rather not leave this to their methods. I'll do something about that.
Fine, it's your city.
Around this point, the lieutenant who showed you in will bustle his way into the room, run up to Zodge, lean to his ear, whisper a few things. The captain will take it in, and then kind of visibly pale a little bit. Kind of start whispering back. You sure? Already? Great. Alright. Lieutenant will leave. Sarge will push himself to his feet. And look at Soros. Looks like you're right. You don't report to me anymore. Problem?
Oh, the lady's back.
Back? Yeah, I suppose you could say that. Commander Portia has just arrived from the exotic city of Port Nanzaru, or whatever the hell they call that hellhole she was living in.
You make
So
it
you'll-
sound like it's a bad thing.
You can't really expect someone to live with savages for more than a decade and come back to civilized life quickly. Just a heads up. As he'll walk out and start to straighten his beard and hair.
I whisper to Sora, say, so this is a typical flaming fish?
Not really. The lady will be much more pleasant. I never like Zoji. But let's hope that she is in a good mood.
Alright.
As you say this, you'll start to hear sounds of conversation from outside, which you can probably see on the map. As this woman arrives, decked in full plate armor, that is as heavy as it looks. Shield strapped to her back, and a heavy long sword strapped to her waist. Meets Zoch, returns his salute. She starts trying to quietly converse with her, but she will instead say quite loudly, Zodge, I see the city's on fire. Brilliant job, really. And he'll respond, Apologies, Commander, didn't expect you back for another 10 day. Well, yes, that's what I wanted you to think. I wanted to see whether you were competent or not. For now, at least the city is still here, unlike another one. Good job not ballsing that up, at least. Are these the rats that have stirred up every god's damned hornet's nest in this god's forsaken city? She'll nod towards you lot. If you put it that way. Yes. Good, I wanted to see them. Saraz, you here?
Yes, lady, welcome back. I've been expecting you. I believe your journey was pleasant.
Pleasant enough, fast enough, though I will say the captain was a lunatic. Ran us before a storm. I can't say I miss sea travel. Take the day off, Zodge. You've earned it, I'm sure. She'll march past him and into the room.
Oh, I hate sea travel. Oh, it's always make me sick.
Me too. Liara, not Connell. Connell enjoys sea travel.
So do I, like, out of character. I love sea travel. But my Sylphine's flaw is that boats make her seasick.
That is Liara's flaw as well.
We have something in common.
She'll look over each of you. I'd heard there was a Hellrider girl with you. Sensible not to bring her here. Zot would have probably tried to put her in chains. Imbecile.
You could say that again, imbecile. He almost allowed the whole city to burn under the guiding hand of the cultists. Luckily, I was there to prevent it, and so did these people here.
Well, Baldur's Gate thanks you. I thank you. Don't be so harsh on Zarji. He's already been promoted beyond his capacity, but he is, what do you say? An idiot. Not willfully evil, just incapable. Luckily for the city, my people are here now. I have something of experience managing crisis. Fort Balurian is not exactly free of it. But from the looks of you, you have something about you as though you intend to be going. Do I interpret that right?
Yeah.
Indeed. As I was explaining to old Zoji there, we have some evidence, which,
He's kind of locked
basically
in a
we
puzzle
need to
box.
follow this evidence to Candlekeep. Our good old friend, High Overseer of El Turiel, might have struck a deal with the devil. And we have to go to Candlekeep to confirm it and uncover the mystery of El Turiel's fall.
Yes, I would agree with that. I also hear that the native devil worshippers, the ones most likely to make a deal with the devils in Baldur's Gate, are dead. I trust you were behind that.
Yes, we've ended the Duchess' life.
I trust you've been adequately compensated. The contents of Thamper Villa vault should have been fairly substantial.
Not worry about it. Me and my people are not materialistic.
Good. Tell me, to Candlekeep, speed or safety, which is the most important?
Speed. Obviously.
I cannot.
I have to disagree with my friend there. I prefer safety.
Okay, let's vote.
So would I.
We have been spending all of this time sitting and talking in circles.
Tark's just been quiet this
All
whole
right, so safety. 3 of us against 1.
Ah! Exacerbating.
I'll give you time
I
to
am
train your
so sorry.
feet.
She says not sorry at all.
Well, so you know the options. It'll be 3 days before I have enough people here to assign you an escort. It won't be the largest, but it will suffice.
Why is it that we cannot go on our own? Why do we need an escort?
I'm saying you may go on your own if you believe it that urgent. I can have you out of the city by nightfall.
3
Would you
days.
prefer an escort?
That escort would be good.
What is the escort for? What are we afraid of?
Demons?
Man,
You telling me,
Devils?
Jin, that
Trying
you're not man enough to
to...
protect yourself? Why do you wear all
Unforeseen
the shiny armor?
consequences.
Well, better be safe than sorry. That's all I'm saying.
And you, Sylphie, we traveled all the way from Elturel to here, and yet now you are fearful to go under my watch?
I didn't know what the safe version would entail. I mean, I know the way to Candlekeep from here. I just thought we would need a few days to be given allowance to leave.
We also need to prepare. You don't know what's going to happen in Candlekeep or next stop.
Zodge might have needed a few days to get you out of the city.
So why
I am not so limited.
so afraid of?
I understand that. So, but I do think a couple of days would be a good idea.
Just to have a bit of a break before the next chapter of fighting.
Tark takes a few steps back and just starts pacing, not looking at the rest of the party.
Is there something wrong, Tak?
Don't worry, he just got too much his beard or tingle or whatever, dwarfs.
I
Ah!
He will get over it.
Tark just makes some angry gestures.
Since we always manage to understand each other well, and we're kind of supporting each other, is there anything that you would want of us in the meantime?
No, I think you're currently on the most valuable task you could be on.
We can also find out what happened to the Grand Duke as well.
Yes, that would be very useful. Lord, if we can get Duke Ravengard back here, I can head back to my more comfortable post.
I'd like to do an insight check on her, even though my insight is really bad.
Go ahead.
Duke who?
Wait,
Duke Ravengard,
And he's who?
the High Duke of
One-
Baldur's Gate.
Ah, and he's
That's the one that
missing?
disappeared.
Yes, he travelled to Elturel for the day of its fall.
he is
And-
the actual leader of Filming Fist, basically.
Yes. If you think that he is kind of the commander, Liara is one of the 3 or 4 below him, and Zodge is 2 steps below her.
Uh-huh, okay.
With an 11, she's not being too cagey about it. She's seems to think that, well, Ravengard might have turned.
Mm.
He has a good reputation, but so did the High Overseer.
Let's see.
But at the same time, she also seems fairly genuine about enjoying her post at Fort Balurian.
Okay.
You said he went missing on the way to Elturel?
He was in the city when it fell.
Okay. What does he look like? I might have seen him.
He's a fairly tall, muscular, dark-skinned man. Keeps himself in fairly good shape, I'll say, considering his age. He's akin to me, roughly. Around 50, I'd say. I've never asked him, I've never thought to. His armor's always clean. His men's armor is always clean, unlike Zodge. I'd say it's possible Sylphine would have seen frescoes of him, or maybe seen him in passing.
Yeah, because I was in Elturel when it happened. Like, me and Tark were there.
Make me a percentile check, please.
D100?
Yeah. It's not about whether you would have actually had the ability to see him, but whether you'd have been in the right place. You'd probably have heard then of a Flaming Fist procession entering the city the day before it fell. That imminent.
Okay, so...
But you would have been on the other side of the city when that happened.
Okay.
If Tark was with Sylphine, I'm afraid you're caught with her role.
Alright.
Although you weren't together at that
We're
point.
together.
We
at that
weren't.
point.
With an 81 then, Tark, I'd say you'd probably have seen the procession but not closely enough to get a view of the man himself.
Okay.
It wasn't announced, his visit. Nobody had time to prepare. He basically turned up with 24 flaming fist knights, soldiers. I think they're technically knights in some cases, but they're not like high class. Raven guards are the best of the best, and even that's like iffy.
So wait, Sylphine heard of it, and Tark
Yes.
saw it.
Yes.
Okay.
If
And
you
the
want,
Raven
if you
Guard
want to
came
know,
with 12 Flaming Fist members.
the Arab will look at Soraz. If you want a mission from me, Soraz, it would be to find the Grand Duke and assess him. If he is worthy of our respect and loyalty, bring him back to us. If he is not, make sure he is forgotten.
I shall do exactly that, lady.
If the latter,
You go there. Please. Nothing.
no, if the latter, I suppose you'll be addressing me as Commander. If not, we both get to relax.
I will make sure I scrutinize him enough to see his true colors.
Good. Now, I have a shitstorm to fix, or clean up at least. Have you decided safety and an escort of 4, or speed and out of the city by tonight, with whatever you can cobble together?
Wow.
Let's say
Safety.
So we would also need
So-
to go back to El Torel, you're saying.
No.
If you want to find
She
what
mean
happened to
if
the
we
guy,
find one.
to the Duke.
Yeah, if we ever get to Hong. Yeah, but
no, but
is
we have the list of priorities. First, we go to Candlekeep.
Mm.
Yeah.
I mean, on the way back from
El Torel
Candlekeep,
is-
if our path leads us back here.
As
Yeah,
Joe is
yeah,
trying to say, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, I was trying to say, we Outer World is gone, so we have to go Candlekeep and find out where it is first.
Mhm.
If it's in Nine Hell, then I don't know if I really want to go there, but
All right.
Saras, if you can't find me, find Rickard. I brought him from Chult. I needed a capable lieutenant here.
Certainly. So guys, what did you vote on? Like escort or speed?
I say escort.
All right.
Sil,
All right. Escort.
escort. Okay. So escort.
I mean, it is
Okay.
prerogative. Is that the right word? That we go to Candlekeep and find out stuff. And with the escort, we might come there faster.
No, the escort will definitely be slower.
Then
Yeah.
I guess we need to go faster.
Yeah, but also a bit out of character. Badger is holding something that someone might come to hunt, so I would say safety.
Okay. I don't know then.
This is out of character, but in character, Jin is a soldier, so he really like to be more, sure about things.
Main quest: find all the Raven Guard. A side quest, okay.
Oh,
Yep.
It's kind of one and the same. Find Elturel, find Ravengard, find Ravengard, find Elturel.
yeah.
Ah. Okay, so we need to go to Candlekeep to maybe talk, get the evidence, like maybe they were also connected to the disappearance of Elturel. Maybe ask the librarians at the Candlekeep if they know, they might know anything that would help us, and then go to the missing Elturel. Try to find it. I don't know.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. I mean, we'll see what Candlekeep gives
Need
us.
that.
Okay, because I know stuff. Because I know people at Candlekeep as well. Because I've been all over the place.
It would be south of Baldur's Gate, basically.
Mm-hmm.
So, you seem uncertain. I'll ask again. Speed or escort?
Escort.
Escort.
People voted.
Okay.
Well, Barker didn't know what she was voting for. So.
Okay, escort then. If you two want to the escort.
Very good.
You need to buy a bunch of healing potion.
My men will arrive then, and 3 days hence, at dawn, attend the Basilisk Gate.
We plan
So
at
as you
dawn.
will recognize... Sorry?
We plan at dawn.
You leave at dawn
No, we
3
plan.
days from now.
That was a critical role thing from
Oh.
first.
Plan at dawn.
We plan at
Yeah.
dawn.
Yep. Sorry, I missed it. So as you will recognize the men, they will not be Zodges. Or, well, maybe one of them is if there's a troublemaker. Don't ask about his future, in that case. There'll be horses for all of you. Be ready. She'll turn, push the doors open, and march back out. Where she'll join a group of her soldiers currently interrogating Zodge.
Okay. Have a good day.
She will, Zodge won't.
Oh, I heard there's a nice place.
Okay. You have basically 2 days.
Right? That means my spell should be ready.
But it will be ready by the time you reach Candlekeep, considering, like, work days.
Okay.
Oh no.
Oh, Sophie can also learn that if you want.
I can do what?
Learn produce black flame.
Produce black flame. I can teach you how to craft that. Yeah, basically you produce flame to necrotic damage instead of fire damage.
Oh, that would be great. I would appreciate it. Yes.
Yeah, if you can, we can craft together. They, maybe shorten the time a little bit.
Okay.
Okay.
So that is taking up a large portion of Jin and Sylphine's time during the remainder of time in the gate.
Yep.
Somebody mentioned healing potions.
Yeah, we will probably need this. Yeah, whatever's possible.
Okay. Anything else people would like to do while in Baldur's Gate?
Level up.
Well, you've leveled to 5 already.
Oh, okay. Never mind. Because I asked at the beginning and they said that we haven't yet.
We are level 5. We just haven't taken a long rest and
Oh,
do
yeah.
it yet.
Yeah. We want to take a long rest as well.
You'll be able to do that.
Yeah.
Definitely. Okay.
So
Then
on that we don't need his envoy anymore. The
understood. Then he'll call it off. I assume you'll be informing Rare of the arrangement.
yeah, I will inform. Yeah, I guess so. I will inform him.
Hearing the details, she will be okay with it. She would rather have left sooner, but well, safety is important. And the herbalist in town will have for sale 6 potions of healing, 2 potions of greater healing.
I'll grab them all. I assume nobody will say no to that.
Yeah, let's get them all.
Update the party loot. Put it in the party loot. 6 potion of healing and 2 greater one, right?
Oh, I just put 3, but 6 and 3.
Okay, 6 and 2.
Okay, so that will be a total of 900 gold.
All right, I'll update that as well.
Okay.
You're becoming regular customers for them. They might start giving you a 1% discount.
1%.
Nice.
Come on.
It stacks. It goes up to 20.
Yes, like the bag of holding would usually cost me 600 gold pieces, and he gave it to me for 450. I think.
5, but he gave you a discount based on how much you'd sold him.
Mm.
All right.
All right.
Well, if nobody else has anything they intend to do over the next couple of days, Jin, Sylphine will be learning Produce Black Flame. Tark will be talking to his precious, probably, I imagine. And probably fuming that they haven't left the city yet. Soras, what about you? Also, Tark, if you have anything you actually would like to do.
Sorry.
No, I don't. I don't think there's anything other than staying low. He's not showing that he's anxious, but like he's constantly looking over his shoulder.
Okay. Soras, I think I heard you start speaking. Not sure.
Nothing special.
Okay. Then fading to black and picking up back in the city. At dawn on the 3rd day, look to the east.
I was just about to say that. Look to the east. I love that.
It is the Basilisk Gate, it is the Eastern Gate. Waiting for you at the gate is a squad of 4 splint-armoured Flaming Fist soldiers. All of them with a kind of dark tan complexion, befitting someone who served in Chult for probably the last 10 years. All of them will be known to you by sight, but not by name, Soras. As will you to them.
Without further ado, go.
Okay. Each of you has a heavy Destria warhorse, except Rhea, who has brought her own. And yeah, as the Black Basilisk gate opens for you, Flaming Fist foot soldiers push back a tide of Elder Guardian refugees. Led by the 4 knights, blades in hand, you cut a path through these wretched souls. It's really bad wording. So this does not happen. They don't start cutting their way through refugees. It's just really bad wording. But you push your way through the refugees and break out onto the dirt roads beyond Baldur's Gate into the outer city. Past the walled neighborhood of Little Calamshan to the great span of Worm's Crossing. As you reach the crossing, there are 2 great bridges that meet at a tall, rocky island that rises in the middle of the Chilantha River. Buildings and merchant stalls line the sides of both bridges, making it impossible to see the river from the narrow, congested roadway. Wooden drawbridges connect the 2 to a keep situated atop the island. Flags of Baldur's Gate and the Flaming Fist wave proudly atop this island. Any of you who've travelled this way would know Worm's Crossing to be a cut-purse's paradise, and under normal situations you'd have the risk of being pickpocketed. There's always a chance as well that not just coin but items go missing. However, because you have an escort, this is not a problem. You pass into the further countryside, and as Worm's Crossing and Baldur's Gate disappear from view behind you, you find yourselves heading down the coastway, a dirt road that leads to such distant lands of Tethir, Amn, and Kalmshan. Candlekeep lies along this road, some 150 miles south and west, a 5-day journey. At a point along your journey, you'll come up to and pass a human farmer riding the front of a hay-filled wagon pulled by 2 draft horses. He gives you a friendly wave as the wagon draws near, eyes your guards, and as you pass beyond, Sylphine certainly, and probably a couple of the others will notice half a mile behind you, a winged figure with reddish flesh takes to the air and banks eastward, hurrying with the urgency of a messenger pigeon. The ambush by the men of the Hidden Shield, the Knights of the Shield, put off by the fact that your escort would have slaughtered them, ignoring the fact that you guys are stronger than your escort. An ambush that was meant to be 1 Cambion, which Soraz will recognize in the winged figure, and 2 veterans, versus 4 veterans in your party. That's a 1-turn encounter. I'm not even gonna insult you by bringing up a combat map. Cambion are smart.
So they sent a quick fiery message by a Cambion to cancel the ambush, I wrote.
The Cambion himself flew off.
That
The
was-
ambush cancelled. He will carry a message to his people. You have been marked. But it is not easy to assail you.
Okay.
Oh, that's the wrong thing. I want to copy this. Your journey will take you a week. A 10-day. Maybe a little bit. Actually, no, it'll probably take you more like 6 because you're mounted. But in that time, Jin and Sylphine will finish their Produce Black Flame. Is there any travelling actions anyone would like to perform? Okay. Very well. On the final day of travel, over the past 4 days, you've traveled through across the coastway under weather that has gradually worsened. On this, the final day of your journey, dark clouds have begun to release heavy rain, turning the road to thick mud, and yet your horses allow you to trudge on without much inconvenience. As you approach Candlekeep, you will pass friendly merchant caravans heading north, and at some point ahead of you, the road will branch, heading towards the sea. A raven perches solemnly on a leaning post that bears 2 signs that point like arms towards the west. One says the way of the lion, the other says Candlekeep. By the time you arrive mid-afternoon, the afternoon sun begins to shine through the clouds, brightening the day, illuminating the grey walls and pale spires of a time-worn fortress that stands majestically atop a rocky promontory overlooking the sea. The trail leads straight to it, and at this point, the 4 flaming fistsmen will heel their horses, and with a fist-to-chest salute, the lieutenant in command will inform Soras. This is as far as we've been instructed to take you. Our sort aren't normally welcome in there, so with your permission, we'll head back to the city.
Thank you very much for
That will be fine.
for the escort.
Thank you for your escort.
You're welcome. Will you be needing the horses, or shall we take them back with us?
We shall take the horses. It will speed up our return.
Right, yeah. Safe journeys, and be careful not to let the mages ensnare you. He'll wheel his horse and start to trot away.
Goodbye.
Welcome to Candlekeep.
Mm.
I've not put any of this in shadow because it's not really a combat map, though if you wanted to cause trouble, you could find a way to do that.
Probably would not try to cause any trouble here.
This
A
is
lot of
bunch
mages.
intellectuals.
As the Flaming Fist leave you, sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just like wowing. I like the map.
As the Flaming Fist leave you, the gatehouse stands before you, between you and the keep proper. Would you like to approach?
Wow, they actually make this dungeon canon as well. Didn't know that. That's a canon map, right?
I believe it is.
Yeah, wow, cool.
Nice.
Didn't know they make a canon.
Let me find out where this is from.
Oh, it was in the PC game Baldur's Gate. They have a dungeon you have to go through.
Hmm.
Just didn't know they actually make it in later game as well.
This map is gorgeous.
Yeah,
It-
it really is.
This map is from a book written by in part by Ed Greenwood, one of the creators of Forgotten Realms. I
So,
don't
yeah.
think it's from an Adventurers League legal book, but I'm pretty sure this is canon.
Okay, cool.
Well, at the gatehouse, aware of your presence, there are 3 monks in purple robes. A human, a shield dwarf, and a sun elf. Around each neck hangs a holy symbol of Denir, the god of writing, whose symbol is a lit candle above an open eye.
Hello there! I've returned!
I bow to them.
They will smile welcomingly, bow ever so slightly. The elf will approach. Welcome back, and welcome those who have not been before. Welcome to Candlekeep. He'll nod to Sylphine. As you will know, a gift is required from those seeking admittance, a book or a scroll that isn't already in the library archives. Please present your gift for inspection.
Did they give us one?
Good luck.
And I sold all the thingies.
Tark might just start laughing hysterically at this spot.
Oh, I just show them the puzzle box. Well, we have this.
Luckily for you, however, Fisk will walk past and deposit into the elf's hands a primer.
Oh,
Unfortunately, it is titled Elf Flesh, an Unexpected Delicacy.
oh.
Oh no.
Fisk will smile, the elf will smile, the dwarf will laugh. Well, I can be quite certain that this is not in the library archives and will not become so. But it meets the qualification. Please, enter the villa. Philaster Fisk's book of Calshite recipes, which includes elf flesh.
Can you type the book title of the book down? Elf Flesh.
Delicacy.
Thank you.
You're welcome. As you guys walk past, you probably pick up that the dwarf and human are attempting to comfort the elf as he's like mourning over the book.
They actually had a similar
I can just imagine them fighting who's gonna read it first.
That is actually an item in Baldur's Gate. The game is something like that. I think it's how to cook human or how to cook elf or something like that.
Oh
You find it in
no!
the third dungeon.
As you enter, Fisk will kind of put himself apart from you for a moment. You lot go and get lunch. The Hearth's great. It's a good pub. I'm gonna go try and get in contact with Severa and arrange a meeting. Or you can come with me if you want and like wait in a waiting room for a few hours.
I'll
Comfy
take them.
chairs,
I'll
but you'll
take
get
them
bored.
around Candlekeep to all the places I've been, and
Great.
yeah.
At second bell, please come and meet me at the inner gatehouse.
All right.
That'll be the Emerald Door. So number 8.
All right.
He'll trot off. Welcome to Candlekeep. It is yours for the next few hours.
Well, I'm just gonna start leading them around like a touristy. Just tell them all that I've learned while I was here.
I will approach Soros and talk to him a little bit. Soros, are you there? Kevin?
Yes.
Yeah, I was just.
Here.
So, Saurus, you dealt with devils and demons, but your patron is not a devil, I assume?
No. Actually, my specialty are demons, not devils.
I see.
Red over there is an exemption.
I see. Well, I can, you know, yeah, I will tolerate his existence because of you. Just to tell you, I really, really don't like demons and devils. But what?
I noticed. Do not be concerned. I am using them only for our benefits. You see, I see them as fire. Fire can be a good master and a good servant. It just depends how you use it.
True, very true. Oh, by the way, what happened to your condition? What happened?
Yes, question. I was tricked by my patron. He took away my flesh. It's
Oh,
been years. I still haven't found a way how to get it back.
I assume your patron is Ginny then.
Yes.
Those assholes really like to check people. I heard tales from my parents about, some of them from my realm.
Oh, so you know of them?
Oh, I know a couple of them. After all, I remember Fire Genasi, you know. So some of my relatives,
They can be rather tricky. My poor choosing of the words led me to this state. Plus, of course, them being tricky. Therefore, if you ever encounter one again, choose your words wisely.
oh, I would never make deal with them. I know them pretty well. I heard of so many stories about them.
One of my friends from here, from somewhere around here, from the woods, also has a genie as her patron. Hers is genie, Jinn of the air, and
Oh,
he's actually her godfather because he belonged to her mother first, but they bonded so that they're basically family right now.
oh,
It is
good for her.
quite interesting. However, it is a well-known fact that air genies are kinder than their fire counterparts.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, they're less of an asshole, but still like to trick people. Though.
Yeah, they
I would
got
say
into
they're more
quite a few
mischievous.
mischievous adventures. Yes.
Yes, mischief. That's a good word for it. What's Tak doing?
Talk.
Hey, Tak.
UK? We can't hear you if you're talking. Wait, he did write BRB.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Whoops!
Oh, all right. Yeah, just want some simple wallpaper. That's it. Oh. My swim bell.
Yeah, I love playing her.
sorry, guys. Today's just been the day of interruptions.
No worries.
That's
Ah.
fine.
IRL
As long
is
as you're here.
a pain in the ass.
Yeah, we were just doing some roleplay, and after we talking, I was just going like, "Oh, what's Tuck doing? Where is he?"
Everything was quiet.
That makes sense. Yeah, I don't think I think Tark is still gonna just be mostly following Sylphine around since she knows her way. And trying to figure out why we are here or what we can hope to gain from being here. I mean, yes, there's the obvious reason, but what's the reason that he is here? Something that the rest of you may not understand.
No, you would just think that Tuck like to fight, and this coming with us probably gonna get him a lot of fight.
Fighting people within these walls?
Whatever this war lead us, it will have a lot of fight. That's what I mean.
I wonder if we're going into the
Jin
dungeon.
would think that's Tuck's
There,
reason to follow.
Under City?
Yeah.
Maybe we can go and beat up the people that these people have deemed unworthy. Or maybe we could find those people that they have been deemed unworthy and have them hire us to beat these people up. Yes!
Well, you can try in the tavern. I saw dwarfs here, so they might want to have a tavern ball with you if you want.
I can lead us to the tavern then.
The tavern is a good old-fashioned pub. It's called the Hearth. This pub has a low ceiling, supported by massive wooden crossbeams and narrow shuttered windows. A large fire pit in the middle of the room, surrounded by a half-dozen tables and matching benches. There is room for 30 people to dine comfortably at any given time, and it is always open. The fire is never allowed to go out. At this time, and at pretty much any time of the day, there's a dozen patrons here, including, sat in the corner in a smoking jacket, a long pipe currently resting on his table next to a large mug of ale, and reading a book titled The Sum of Theology by Saint Vithera, is an enormous ogre wearing a headband of
Of intellect.
intellect.
Reading
If
what
you walk
book?
in, reading The Sum of Theology by Saint Vithera
Oh,
in chat.
thank you.
I'm assuming that this is the biggest patron in the room.
By a lot.
Okay. Tark straightens up, pulls his shoulders back, puffs out his chest, walks over to this being, sits down at the table. You there, reading that book thing. Would you care to a challenge of strength?
He'll look down at you. Hello, little one. I've killed too many little ones in my time. I just want to be peaceful.
Not asking to kill you. I'm asking for you to show me how strong you are.
An arm wrestle.
Yeah, that's what I think he means.
Ah. He'll fold the book, close the book with just a neatly folded corner, put it on his table, and move a bit of room. This happens all the time. They reinforced my table because of this.
Nice.
Wait, what? Your table? Wait, what? What is going on?
He'll kind of pat the table, which you'll probably notice at this point is 3 times the thickness of any of the other tables.
It's,
I'm the
it's
most
probably because of fools like you, Tag, that they had to do this.
Shut up, Sylphine.
And I'm laughing at him.
I'm gonna break this table.
Okay, you can
He'll-
try.
Raised his meaty arm. There's no stat block for this ogre, but that is plus 3, 6, 10. Okay, please make me an athletics roll contested by... an 11.
Oh my god.
Oh no!
You slam him down. He'll smile. Well done, little one.
Insight
Oh.
check. Is he making fun of me?
Yes.
Totally. He just wants to be left alone to read his book. He just let you win.
Come on, give it to me. Show me what your strength is. I know you're holding back.
He'll put his arm up again. That's better. I'm sorry, little one. You asked for it.
What was the outcome?
He slams you straight down onto the table with a 23 to your 14.
Tark stands up, walks away.
The ogre will take a drag on his pipe and wink at Sylphine.
Have a great day.
You too. He'll pick up his book and start thumbing through it again. His story, if you're interested, is that a few years ago he was like any other of his kind, brutish and cruel. He met a halfling adventurer wearing a shiny gold headband, and he killed the puny runt for it. Then he put it on. It grew in size, allowing him to don it. And as an ogre genius, he felt compelled to learn the error of his ways. He's known as Little One, and which is what he calls everybody else. To honour the poor halfling brat whose life he cut short. Shame he was such a runt.
I love this.
I just reminded myself of the batshit crazy tab. Candlekeep defenses. What happens if you actually attack the keep?
What happens?
And it says, if trouble occurs, an archmage and 1d4 mages investigate immediately. If they can't bring the situation under control in short order, an additional 1d4 archmages arrive to lend assistance.
That's like technicians in a light bulb, basically. Or whatever the joke is about people with light bulbs.
Yes, except these technicians bring me to your swarm or time stop or other level 9 magic to bear.
Yeah.
To change one light bulb.
We needed to change the light bulb, so we changed the city instead. But, that being said, after your tour, you're probably getting close to around the time Fisk asked you to attend the Emerald Gate. Anything else you'd like to do before doing so?
No, not really.
Fisk will meet you and kind of direct you to follow him is he'll lead you through the city into Candlekeep proper, all the way to one of the great spires, where upon arrival he will lead you up the kind of spiral pathway, not a staircase, but more of a ramp, all the way to the top, into a large circular chamber. The walls of which are punctuated by arched windows that are currently shuttered closed. Bookcases filled with eldritch and infernal volumes stand between the windows, while tables are crowded with specimen jars, alchemaic equipment, and other clutter. Engraved into the center of the floor is a large, 9-pointed star. That's a 5-pointed star on my map. Whatever. It's meant to be 9 points.
Okay.
You should be able to move yourselves. I hope.
Sweet. Okay.
Okay, cool. On the left as you enter, 2 doors flung open to a large walled balcony of mosaic floor. And, turning to greet you with a fairly open smile, is a tiefling woman of middle age, dressed in long, gilded wizarding robes. She'll bring herself to her feet, standing at just under 6 foot tall, and looking at you as though she's just come out of a state of intense thought. A little bit foggy, but snapping back to it. She looks at you, folds her hands. Hello, I cannot tell you how pleased I am to see you, after what Fisk has told me thus far.
I will take the puzzle box out of my backpack and put it on the table in front of me.
She will visibly lick her lips, but restrain herself. Well, before we begin...
To meet scholar.
Ah, yes, Fisk told me of you. Well, I am Silvara Savikas. What has Fisk told you of me?
Well, we were informed that you were the authority on breaking serious deals with infernal creatures.
Well, yes, I have some interest in that field. I am a specialist in outer planes knowledge, including the 9 hells. As she'll kind of gesture to her face.
Of a sort.
Sorry, what?
A colleague of a sort.
Perhaps, if you say so.
Yes.
I'm informed you have a shield with you as well.
I look at top.
What are you looking at?
Individual holding the shield might not be willing to part with it so easily due to its charm, let's say.
Oh, believe me, I do not want to touch it or have it. Please, when you leave, take it with you. I have some knowledge of what that thing is, and I want nothing to do with it. Thank you very much.
Excuse me, what are you? Why is everybody talking around me? Talk to me, damn it!
I talk down to you, but I have to.
Yes, I'm very sorry. You are, unfortunately, of one of the shorter stature races. No, I will refrain from bad jokes, though I am partial to them. You did not seem interested in conversation. If that is not true, brilliant.
I have been waiting and waiting and waiting to arrive here. And finally, we are before somebody that might actually be able to help us. So, you are the one person out of everybody in this room that I actually want to hear talk right now.
What would you
What is
like to
this
hear me?
box? What do we do with it? And how the hell do we get to hell?
Direct questions. Well, in order then, she'll walk over and tap her finger on the box, like a fairly long, not curved or witch-like, just long pointed, reddish tinted nail tapping onto the black box itself. This is, as it might seem, a magical puzzle box. I've always wanted to get my hands on an infernal one. They're very clever. It is a storage vessel, I believe. Now, for my part, however, what do you wish to do with this vessel when you are done?
I just want to know what's inside.
So you have no intention of keeping the box itself?
I don't. I look at the rest of the party.
Perhaps if you tell us more what exactly it does, it will be easier to reach the decision.
It stores things. It is impossible to open without a certain kind of ichor. A produce of the 9 hells.
Then I definitely have no interest skipping it.
Correct me, madam, if I'm wrong. Would it be possible simply to summon Devil and order him to bring one ichor with him?
No. It is effectively demonic blood. When spilt, it will evaporate and return to the hells. You must head there yourself, physically, and claim it in a prepared vessel. Like, as she'll flourish from behind her back, this one. She shows you a little stoppered jar filled with she shows you a little stoppered jar filled with a dark, viscous, treacle-like liquid.
Can't we just use that one then?
I intend to. I'm trying to cover my bases because I would like to keep what remains of the box.
The question is very simple then. Is it something that could be used for sinister purposes?
She'll cock her head at you. She'll cock her head at you. In the same way, almost anything could be used for sinister purposes, yes. Or it could be used for research and my own entertainment. I think the latter is more likely.
It's basically a lockbox
Well,
that only she can open, so she can probably keep
No,
her
yeah,
private
I
research
get it.
in it.
Well, I guess out of character, as long as she accepted Candle's Keep, I guess she's trustworthy and wouldn't cause further damage.
However,
That would be my
I
guess.
I am, however, a child of the infernal planes. Somewhat removed. We like our deals. 1 second, my phone's ringing.
How about if she wants a deal, we give her the puzzle box in return of her getting us to hell?
Some magical item.
Do we need it?
Coco mentioned she can give us some magical item for exchange of it. I mean, I wouldn't worry about getting to hell myself. It's not that complicated. I mean, in law-wise, to get to hell.
Well, I haven't been playing this game for a long time, so I don't know all the lore and everything. So
Not only this game, but I mean generally in Faerun, like go to hell, open the hell portal is it's hard, but not exactly impossible, especially in Candlekeep, tons of archmage. So
Sorry, I'm back.
hello.
Where was I? Oh yeah, she likes deals. I'm fond of my deals.
Yes, something. Oh, yeah. Go ahead.
Fisk has informed me that you are searching for artifacts in the city of Baldur's Gate. I have a few at my disposal, some of which I would be willing to trade for the box. What sort of thing would you be after?
Wand of lightning bolts.
Just a wand?
that's all I can think of.
Got the wand.
Well, what I have here is an experimental wand of something similar.
Oh, I love this. Coco's homebrew magical item.
And fire.
It deals purely fire damage.
Oh,
I'm
God.
kidding. I'm kidding. Da-da-da-da. She will produce from within one of her cabinets a long wand with a kind of light, kind of lightning blue gemstone stuck into the top of it. Bring it over, place it on the table. I have found that this sort of artifact is something unstable. It runs the risk, when expended, of exploding.
And what does it do?
So, sorry?
What does it do?
It produces a lightning bolt. If you're still looking a bit confused, she'll take it, walk out to the balcony, flourish it, and blast a bolt of electrical energy out into the air.
But how does it differ from a normal wand of lightning bolts?
Ah, on that. Do. The saving throw DC is a little higher. There is no chance of explosion upon expending the last use. The trade-off is the number of charges has been reduced.
Nice, actually. That's actually pretty good.
if I can give you one of my experiments, then so be it. It's fine by me.
Oh, there is one thing you might be able to get us some. I was thinking if you can get me, I'm not sure the rest of them, but get me a further token.
You get one. 1 for 1, that's fair deal.
All right, fine.
Can you tell me anything about devils or demons and what hurts them the most?
Go to their realm, stab them in the gut.
Hmm.
They die just like anything else. You might have to stab them a fair few times if they get bigger, because some of them get very big.
What about spellcasters? That's what I mean. I'm a spellcaster. I don't really do melee. I don't really go close to stab them in the gut.
Ah, okay. They don't burn well. Let's put it that way.
I noticed.
That's more or less the only general rule. They don't burn well, but everything else, pure radiance hurts them like hell. Get it? Like hell, pun intended. She'll look over at Soraz. Is this of interest to you, then?
Well, since we can't seem to find out more about this thing, and if everybody else agrees, then Soros will say, yes, I will take it. Let you keep the storage box, provided you tell us what's inside when we do get the blood for you.
I mean, sure, you
Oh,
have
I
the blood
intend-
here.
I intend to do one better, my friend. If we have a deal, I will open the box for you now.
Good.
All right.
Very well.
Very well. She'll put the jar of ichor down next to the box, walk over to her table and pull out a pair of... They just look like silk gloves, but they're covered in kind of runes of abjuration and protection. Walk back over to one of the central tables. Place the box onto a small little tray, kind of curved tray. One that looks like it's there to kind of keep liquid from falling on the floor or surfaces. And slowly pour the viscous ichor over the puzzle box. As it contacts with the air, there's kind of a crack and bubble and hiss. But it pours fairly fluidly into the maze-like troughs carved into the box's surface. When she has emptied the little jar of ichor, she puts it down and carefully, in her gloved fingers, picks up the box and starts tipping it and tilting it through it so that the liquid flows in certain directions all through the maze-like patterns. For a while, she experiments with direction for a while. You hear a pop as horn inlays from within the box pop loose, and it breaks open into 2 parts. Inside is a stack of 9 chain-linked plates, each of them 3 inches on a side and cast of dark iron, stamped with infernal runes. She'll place the box down carefully to one side on the tray, and with a mage hand, brush the iron plates off and place them on the table. She'll take her gloves off and pick them up with her flesh. Start thumbing through them. Does anyone here speak Infernal or read it more accurately?
I do.
Yeah,
Vernal and Abyssal.
Yes, both as well.
yeah, both as well.
Very well. She'll use her mage hand to kind of levitate them and kind of array them out along their chain links so they're all visible at once. Hold them so you can all see them, but she'll read for everybody's sake. Be it known to all that I, Thavius Krieg, High Overseer of Elturel, have sworn to my master, Zariel, Lord of Avernus, to keep the agreements contained in this oath. I hereby submit to Zariel in all matters and for all time. I will place her above all creatures living and dead. I will obey her all my days and beyond with fear and civility. I recognize the dispensation of the service called the Solar Insidiator, hereafter called the Companion. In my capacity of High Overseer of Elturel and its vassal territories, I acknowledge that all lands falling under the light of the Companion are forfeit to Zariel. All persons bound by oath to defend Elturel are also considered forfeit. I further recognize with this dispensation will last 50 years, after which the Companion will return whence it came, taking Elturel and all oath-bound defenders with it, if that is Zariel's wish. All of this is my everlasting pledge.
Well, there we go. It's official.
It's in campaign.
All right.
We
So
have our proof, evidence that he was working.
he save Autorel by dooming Autorel.
I met the High Overseer once. Years ago. My instincts told me he was a charlatan. But I am curious. Fabius made all Elturel citizens swear an oath called Creed Resolute, which binds them to defend the nation. How, she'll nod towards Rhea, are there such citizens free of the city, I wonder?
Hmm.
A couple of minutes will go by. Rhea will kind of stand there solemnly thinking. If no one else speaks up in that time, she will. Hearing this is painful, but it explains something. All of us who have fled Elturel have been feeling a longing to return. We thought it normal, but instead of fading, it gets stronger, an imperative to return and defend the city. That said, Thavius be damned. If Zariel wants my soul, she's welcome to try and take it.
Sylphine, there's a lot of long words in that.
I'm gonna try reading them to him and trying to tune them down to an elementary school level, so that he can understand what was said. Basically, I spent some minutes doing that.
Okay.
Well, it looks like Autorel is really in hell then.
Oh, it certainly looks like it. Give me a moment. That shield, Tark.
You're, yes? What?
That shield is a symbol of good's triumph over evil. Gazing at the beauty of the shield, you can easily overlook the terrible force bound within it. That shield imprisons a creature called Gargoth, I believe. It was a pit fiend, serving as Modeus, sent to corrupt mortals on this plane. It amassed a great following, and was realistically considered a demigod. It has the power to corrupt everything around it, including you. The human family was once a noble family of Baldur's Gate. Do not ask how I know of the Knights of the Shield. I'm not one of them, at least. They will try and take it back by any means necessary, even following you into the Nine Hells itself. It should be locked away forever.
That is your opinion.
Yes, it is.
think it is safer in my strong hands. No living man can pry this from me.
Inside check. Like, is he being controlled to say that, or does he really personally think that?
Please make me an insight check.
I totally believe him.
Tark, with a 9, are you being controlled?
Talk?
No,
He said no.
Ah,
no,
okay.
I am not being controlled. He
Okay.
seems genuine that he is a warrior and that he will ensure the item's safety from those that would do harm to this world with it.
But she also
Okay.
said that it corrupts everyone around it, so would be corrupt?
Possibly.
I will look at that and say, have you made a pact with the devil?
Or a demon?
If I had and didn't tell you, would you believe me?
That depends. Have you? Look in my eyes and tell me you have not made a pact.
Fun little image being loaded, by the way.
That is nice, yes. I love the little imp next to her.
Her little quasit familiar.
Yeah.
So basically, categorically, I'm gonna do an inside check when Todd tell me if he had to make a pact or not.
I'm looking at the picture and I'm really liking it. It's very nice graphic. Anyways, yeah, go ahead and make your insight check.
Not too high.
So your question was,
You make a pact with the devil.
No, I didn't make a pact with the devil. Are you daft?
Fine, I trust you.
Do not worry about him. He may be strong, but his will is weak. To me, he's already lost. If we ever do go to Avernus, he will go berserk. He will go mad. He doesn't have enough willpower to resist the devil's call.
Look at
Do
you.
not
You don't
do
even
not
have
be-
a face.
worry about him. Indeed, I do have brain and willpower, though.
Would you
Suvira.
all please make me a charisma saving throw against calm emotions?
I'm just gonna succumb automatically. No, I'm gonna.
I mean,
Okay.
I wasn't like in this discussion. So do I have to make it? Because I'm calm.
You can. No, I'd say that you're kind of already in the state that she's trying to encourage.
Okay.
I already forgot about it. In any
That's
case, Silvira,
Good, that worked. Yes.
now that we know for sure that this deal has been struck, is there a way you could teleport us, or at least tell us who might teleport us to Avernus itself?
Part 2 of that question, yes. Candlekeep is unfortunately warded. Well, fortunately, but for your purposes, unfortunately warded. If not, I could have taken you there now. However, what I'll have to do is send you somewhere else, to an associate of mine. A wizard named Traxagor. He lives in a tower 20 miles from here. I've loaned him a spellbook or 50, and he owes me a favor. I can have you safely delivered to his tower, and he can plane shift you and take you to Elturel. He's also looking after an old friend of mine. Someone with a history of battling devils in the Nine Hells. I think you'll enjoy her company very much. Her name is Lulu.
I like that name.
Lulu.
I will do this
And
as a favor, for you rescued one of my more useful agents. She'll nod towards Fisk.
very well.
You were going to say something?
As again, you seem to be authority on these things. Is there a way? Is there hope? Or can you hear me? Oh, hello.
I can hear you.
Oh,
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Is there?
guys.
Yeah. Yeah. We can
Sorry?
hear you.
Can you hear us?
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
I was about to ask. Sorry, I dropped out. I was about to ask, since you are the authority on these things, is there any hope for Elturel? What should we do when we go there? How do we restore it to its former glory?
She'll scratch her head. On that, I do not have an answer. This is not a situation to which I have seen or read precedent. All I can say is go there and do what you can.
Do you think any
I
of
w-
the citizens of Elturel are still alive there? Or were they all
Inevitably. There will be some that are still alive. The devils will seek to use them as slaves.
True.
Though I expect many will have perished during the transition. I cannot think as to what you will find, but 3 things I have prepared for you at Fisk's request. She'll mage hand a long flesh parchment scroll and roll it out onto the table. This you might find of use.
Oh, man.
Thank you very much.
Oh. Quite.
Do be warned, however. That map might not be so reliable. The man who wrote it went insane while writing it. Well, drawing it, I should say.
Every little bit helps.
Indeed. Talking of every little bit helps. She'll pull 2 heavy tomes clad in what you uncomfortably think to be human flesh. Or just humanoid flesh. Could be elf, could be dwarf. Here is The first is a tome on devils.
I do have the copy, but thank you.
I need to, for the second one, I need to make sure, work out what is actually player information, what's DM information. I think this is all player information. Now, the second one is a treatise on the 9 hells. I'll point you directly to Avernus. Is this interesting to you?
Mm-hmm.
Good. Now, I won't put words in your mouth. Fisk was of the opinion that time was of the essence. If this is so, then fine. If not, you're welcome to stay in Candlekeep for as long as you need. I will arrange lodgings for you. Obviously not in my tower, but somewhere else. When you
That
are
shall not be
ready,
necessary.
it shall not be necessary.
We are already rested. We should pay a visit to that friend of yours in the
Yes.
tower.
Very well. One moment, she'll walk out onto the balcony, put her fingers into her mouth and whistle. And for a moment she'll step back. With a whoosh of air, a griffin lands on the balcony, shakes itself off, and sits itself down. Swiftly, it will be followed by a second, a third, a fourth, and a fifth.
Hello, I say to the griffins because I like all animals, and I'm just using my speech of the woods just to communicate with them and trying to become friendly with them.
They are, well, these griffins are all lawful good and intelligent beasts raised by Candlekeep. They will croon and accept the stroking and the fussing.
I will ask for some pen and paper from her. Actually, I do have it in my inventory. So I will just write down that we are going to Avernus and tell Thrun if I don't come back, tell my brother about it. Also look at the other guys, like anyone you guys want to pass a message to before we go.
I'm
Oh.
probably gonna inform.
I don't know anyone there.
I mean, anyone you want, they can pass a message to whoever, your friend, your mother, your family. That you're going.
There's a reason why I'm wandering the world,
All right, why?
so I don't
Alright.
have anyone to notify of anything.
All right, then I guess Rhea, you got anything?
Oh yes, but I'm going to meet them now.
Okay.
She'll
Good.
smile quite grimly.
Then I give the letter to Fish and I tell him to pass it down to Baldur's Gate, back to give it to Floon, and also if Sora say bring Fish guy, those
Yeah, Soros will just send to directly to the madam.
I will see it there. I'm going to stay and rest off the weariness of imprisonment for a few days, but I'll send it by runner if it's urgent.
Yes, not really that urgent, but you know.
Right. Well, I've informed my associate, Traxagor, that you'll be coming, and I will send him now. The Griffins have instructions to fly you to his tower. Don't worry, it's safe. Just be ready. Understood. Yeah, I'm about to end the session.
Yeah, just his name.
Traxagor. Yep.
Type it down.
Just
Type it down. Thank
be
you.
warned. Don't expect normalcy when you encounter Traxagor. He's a bit of an odd man.
I look at
Normal is
Ah.
overrated anyway.
I look at Tana and say, yeah. I know how to handle a normal.
Your head is literally on fire.
So he'll fit right in hell.
To be honest, I'm kind of nervous, but you know, what the hell?
What the hell, right?
Alright. Well, she will wave you off, help you mount the griffins if you need, at which point they will take flight and head out to sea, westward, flying just below the clouds. Candlekeep looks no less majestic from the air, but grows smaller as the griffins soar westward. Large, rocky islands pass below you, and beyond them lies the open sea. After a long journey, about the 20 miles she suggested, you see a windowless, doorless stone tower, which somehow floats in the sky ahead, 200-300 meters above the ground. The griffins pass through jagged holes riddling the stone's conical peak to land on the top floor below, allowing you to dismount. As you are doing, the only occupant of the tower appears to be, Fisk isn't going with you, a cassock-clad otter familiar.
Aww, I love otters. Hello.
As the griffin...
Gosh, so adorable.
As,
Oh
as
my
the,
God.
the griffins take flight and bank away,
Thank you. Have a great day.
griffins wave their tails, a little bit of acknowledgement, but they will leave you. The otter kind of crawls to its feet, starts scratching at its head, then looks up. Oh, hello! You're the one Silvero was sending, is that correct? Hello!
Yes, we are.
My name is Traxagor.
Hi. Sorry, you're just adorable.
Thank you, I preferred this form, so I wished it to stay permanently.
Nice. Oh my gosh, you're. Please forgive me. You're just too adorable. I can't help but just.
That is canon. And that is where we should leave it.
We well, damn it.
I was not expecting that.
Yeah. I was not expecting.
That's definitely different.
He's adorable. Oh gosh.
It It just reminds me of that South Park episode where the world is controlled by otters.
If you find the link to the video, please send it to me.
Alright, I'm aware we overran today.
Yep.
Yeah. No
Sorry, if you
worries.
need to go, have a good night.
Alright, see you guys
Yeah.
tomorrow.
So,
Bye.
see you next week, guys. See you tomorrow.
Bye bye.
Bye.